Bam! There we go. My hair looks like crap and I don't care. What's going on, curmudgeon? Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. I am here. Printing pane. Just changed the channel name. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well, Da Vinci. Good to see you. Merry Christmas Eve to everyone. Happy holidays to those who say that and all the other things. Good to see you. So, sorry, guys, if you notice, the SV07 is back on the bench, and there's a reason for that. Because if you remember when we played around with the SV07, we did updates, and by we, I mean me. I did updates and broke the SV07. Something came in the mail today that wasn't supposed to be here till Saturday. So the little adapter to do the eMMC showed up early. Showed up today. So, Da Vinci, good to see you. Nate, good to see you. But yeah, we're going to try this bad boy out. So we're going to pull the screen apart, pull the eMMC off of it, and stick it on here, and plug it into the computer and see if it recognizes it. If it does, then we'll load the software and copy the image to it, take it off of here, put it back on there, boot it back up, and cross our fingers that it loads. And then what we won't do is we won't push any updates to potentially break that again. So from the videos I saw on the Sobel website about this, Nate, it's in the screen. It's this whole thing here, because there's just a USB and a power cord that come off of this that go under there. So everything should be in there. That's not an HDMI, that's USB. So it's supposed to be in here according to the video. So since it's supposed to be in here according to the video, that's where we're going. So I figure give it a few minutes, get everybody here, or get whoever is here. Don't forget to click the link pinned in the chat to enter to win. We're doing some filament from Polymaker. I kind of don't want to tell you guys how many rolls Polymaker said I could give away today, but just know that because I haven't been giving away rolls of filament lately, that helped me be able to give away a few more, not a lot. I'll say that it's more than a single-digit number. That's all I can say. It's not a triple-digit number. So. But yes, so thank you again to Polymaker for allowing me to give away some filament today on the stream. Usually at Christmas time, I do my Christmas stream, but we're doing Christmas at my sister's house tomorrow, so I'm not going to have an 8+ hour long Christmas stream tomorrow. So we're doing it today. I didn't get a chance because I didn't know what was going on, and I haven't really talked to anybody, so I didn't get any other like giveaway sponsors or anything put together. So we're not giving away a whole bunch of stuff, just some filament this year. But you guys come hang out with me, spend some time with me, and watch me do dumb things. And if you guys are feeling giving, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo links are down below. Feel free to hit that up. That's in the Linktree link. So if you click on the Linktree, that'll take you to those. If you haven't just heard, my phone is on and going to ding. So when things come through, I will look at them, and I will give you guys a thank you for what you send. So know that that option is there if you'd like to. Otherwise, you can always gift memberships and stuff. And let me ask you guys now, I don't know how long I'm going to stream, but what do you think? Should we set a goal? Should we set a super chat goal? And if we should, the options are 1, 5, 10. Bearded Bucket gifted 10. Brother, thank you. You are awesome. Greatly appreciated. Helps out me very much so. So I do thank you and I appreciate you. You are an amazing human being. But if we set a super chat goal, not to pivot back to that, but if we set a super chat goal, we can do 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and 50. So what do you guys think? Should we do 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, or 50? What do you guys think? Should we just do like a simple 10? 10 seems like a good number for today's stream, if that helps anybody figure anything else out. So 10 sounds like a good number. I think maybe we should do 10. Let's do 10. 10 is a good number. Da Vinci will always say 10 is a good number. Has nothing to do with the last part of his name at all. But anyway, and then we will make it so that anyone, regardless of the monetary value of said super chat, will count towards the goal. So we're not going to be picky and do the thing. And then obviously we'll set our timer for 3 hours because who knows how long this thing's going to run. And then for share what you'll celebrate, just all of us being super awesome and loved. There we go. All right, start the goal. The goal has been started. So if you guys want to help me reach the goal, feel free to do so as well. You can do it that way. Gifting, memberships is always a good way. Bearded Bucket just showed that. Thank you again, brother. Awesome, awesome. Shrimp Daddy Martin, or Martin. I rolled it. I rolled the R. It happened. But you guys, so yeah, since we have the little adapter, it did show up early. We're going to get the SV07 hopefully up and printing, and then we'll play around with it, and we'll do like the temp tower and pressure advance and all that stuff. We'll do all those things on it here. I'll even dig out somewhere around here. Here it is. I got the ADXL, so we can do some testing there as well. Shrimp Daddy joined the memberships, the MMN crew. Thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. Zolan, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Football's going better. Good. I heard a ding. Give me a second. I gotta look. I want to make sure I'm not missing, because the last few streams, whenever somebody would send something, I wouldn't notice it, and then I wouldn't say nothing. So there you go. Of course, my brother being weird. Go figure. Since my dad's passing, my family, my siblings and I, we have a family chat now, and we tend to text each other in there. So, You're at work for another couple hours? Well, I hope they go by quick, brother. Hope they go by quick. All right, so we have the adapter for the Sovol EMMC, or the MakerBase EMMC. If you notice, it does say right there on the back, MakerBase. So this is the one that should work with their branded EMMCs. This is the one that Amazon said that I should get, so we got it. It does have a SSD reader as well as the EMMC plug on there, so this better be the one. We're going to tear that screen apart and we're going to find out. But let me pull this back a little bit and lift this up. I want to do this off camera so you guys aren't getting sick when I actually start working on this thing. So let's get this about here. And then let's just jump to, let me pull this thing off of here, and we'll set it in frame so you guys can kind of see it. Let go. Let go. There we go. Okay. Unplug USB, unplug power, clean the surface a little bit. We'll stick this guy like so, and then let's flip cameras and see what happens. Is it time to take over the, time to take over the world, Pinky? Yes. You guys fill out that link for free filament, by the way. Get that filled out. Let me take a look at something real quick here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in. Only 6? Come on, guys. Let's go. Get more in there. There's currently more than that here, so my stream didn't update. There's 13 of you watching, it says. So, Wilfred, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, man. Ain't seen you in a bit of a time, as it were. And by the way, guys, just so you know, I will be marking who the winners are. You guys make sure you put the proper email addresses in there, and I will, after the stream, of course, I will go and submit for the codes and then get those sent to you. So just hang in there. We'll go down the line and make that happen. So doing all right. Been a rough few months, but things are looking up. I hope so, brother. I hope so. Hope you're doing well. I hope things get better for you. I am glad to see you too, sir. I am glad to see you too. But yeah, I think depending on how the stream goes, guys, we might do some cleaning today. But right now, we're going to play around with the SV07 because that's what I want to do. Martin is on the list now. There we go. All right. That's awesome. Let's come back to the bench cam now. Let's see how this thing's looking. There we go. Oh, we got to brighten it up a little bit. Where's my exposure? I turned it way down so that I could hopefully see the screen better. There we go. Ta-da. Let's move this in. Bring this somewhat in there a little better. There we go. All right, there's that. Let's see which Allen is it going to be to open that, since I seem to have misplaced parts of my, not that one. I misplaced parts of my iFixit kit. SPC 3D Steve, thank you, brother. Kick it off, looks good to me. Thank you, thank you. We got one. We got 1 to our 10. We got 10. So, thank you, good sir. And as I stated, Polymaker, I talked with Joel, aka Nicor. He did give me the okay to give away more than 1 spool of filament on today's stream. So we are doing way more. We're doing way more than that. Not more than 11. I'll put it that way. But it is a double-digit number, if that helps even more to let you figure out how many rolls we got to give away today. I think JPP, good to see you, man. I'm kicking it off early. I figured since I kicked off early, we're not going to do the first giveaway till probably after 2 o'clock, because I did say I was going to start the stream at 2, and since I did start early, I don't think it would be fair if anybody was planning to be here to give it away before then. So this is how this comes apart. You just take the screws out, and then you got to watch this button here. So I'm going to drop this back in place, and I'll set this off to the side. And then here is the screen itself. And I don't see any screws. Nope, it is just pressure fit in, but you got to be careful because there is a wireless antenna there. See the Wi-Fi antenna there? So I'm going to set this down. There we go. And then I'm looking to see what type of screws those are. They do look like Phillips head. We have a problem. I do not know. Like I said, I'm missing the wrench part of my, or the driver part of my iFixit kit. It got brought in the house and misplaced. Somebody needed a small screwdriver and it got misplaced. So bear with me while I look through my little nest of stuff and see if I can find a random tiny Phillips head screwdriver. What do we got in here for bits? What are the bits in this thing? There we go. Sorry, guys. I bumped the button. Zolan, you don't have to call me, man. I got it. Sorry. The mic dropped. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know. I have to keep an eye on this because I keep bumping it into stuff because I'm carrying it. My bad. Yes, that pesky button. All right. Well, once we take that off of there, I'm looking to see which way would this go on, because I definitely don't want to put it on wrong. I'm looking to see if it's keyed, and it's not. I know when it goes on this way. Now on here, I just don't know. Does it go facing off the back, or does it go facing off towards the front? Because it can go on both ways. So we're going to have to figure out which way is the right way to put this on here. Oh, wait. There we go. There's a little diagram on here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it shows the EMMC. So this guy, and it shows it facing this way. So there's a little diagram right above my thumb that looks similar to the EMMC, and it is saying that it faces away. So based on the diagram, I'm pushing it on there the way they say. Now we have to plug this into the computer and see if it recognizes it, and then we have to load the software and write the image to this. Then plug it back in here, put everything back together, and power it up on the printer, and cross our fingers. All right. Then started calling him. Yes. Yes, the audio is back. Pesky button. These stupid little, this black button right here, when I'm holding this in my hand, because you guys say when I wear it on my side, it tends to cut out real bad. So I try to keep it up high so that it can catch the signal. We ended up getting a Netgear Nighthawk, Wi-Fi 6 mesh router, and satellite. Sweet. Well, JPP, I hope you guys start streaming soon. I hope you guys do start streaming soon. Let's see here. Let me close the giveaway stuff, because I don't want to accidentally dox anyone if I bring up that window for any reason. Let's see here. Let's click on this one. Let's go here. Let's do so I don't need to bring up a web page. I know what I gotta do. I just gotta get into the stuff. So let's minimize that. Click here, go to desktop, flash for SVO7. There we go. All right, let's bring up the window here. Let me slide in a little bit. Bring up the right. Go. Let's just use asshole. If anybody's wondering, that's asshole. It says it right on it, asshole. See? You can't see, it's all washed out. But there we go. Yeah, you can't hear. Oh, you can hear the computer USB plug-in sound? Yeah, because I don't have the desktop audio muted, so I need to mute that, because I did have a video that was I watched the other day, and I noticed the audio came through, so let me mute that. I end up getting a copyright strike. Shannon, Tintail, and hey, fill out the link post, like tagged at the top of the chat there if you would. Let's see here. Okay, so there's the G drive now, boot. So we're going to load Bellina Etcher here. I'll pull it over to the screen if it loads on the wrong one. Give me a second for it to load, because they say load Bellina Etcher. Then you got to select your image you want to flash, which is the Arbian ClipPad 5 with the 23 whatever date. So we'll hit open. We select our target, which is our G drive here. Make sure you select the proper drive. But there we go. Select the G drive, and we're going to hit flash. And that's it. Now we're flashing the image back to the eMMC. And then I will put the eMMC back in, and we'll reboot it and cross our fingers. But yeah, the little clip pad is an interesting little setup here. The clip pad 50 version 1.0 has a giant, looks like capacitor, yeah. Bitwell supercapacitor. It's a BWCR5R4355OD, looks like, or QD. Supercapacitor on there for a little something extra. So, and then there's some extra jumpers on the back of the screen here for touch, it looks like. The on-off button, you've got your SPI display, or your SPI connect for the ADXL. Yeah. Clip pad, who's this? It's the clip pad that comes on the SV07. And since the SV07 kind of got borked on me the other day when we did the updates, and since they offer the let me go back here while it's jumping around all over the place. It's saying 3 minutes, 8 minutes, 50 minutes, so we'll let that do that. But yeah, the SV07 here has a clip pad on the side that runs all the clippery stuff. And then there's a USB and power that run back to the main board in the SV07. And since we broke that the other day when we were streaming and doing Windows updates, or not Windows updates, we were doing like Linux updates and Clipper updates and stuff like that, we broke something. So we're going to just use the default image that they have for it, rebuild or rewrite it. But we had to get this little USB adapter to go ahead and reflash the eMMC, which is removable on the clip pad. So we removed it. We are rewriting the image using Bellina Etcher, which is the instructions that they say to use. So that's what we're using. And once it's done, then we will take it, eject it from the PC, put it back in, boot it back up, cross our fingers it loads, and once it loads, then we'll go through and we'll continue to kind of like tweak and tune and play with this while we wait till we hopefully get to that 2 o'clock hour. And then shortly after 2 o'clock, we'll give away our first roll or two of filament, or, you know, we'll see. We're just going to see how the night goes. I know that I have like a double-digit number to give away that is less than 11. So that's how many rolls we plan to give away. 113. So we have about 47 minutes. So we got 47 minutes till 2. So 47 minutes from now is when 2 o'clock hits, and that's when the stream was supposed to start. But because all my kids left and my wife and daughter were planning to watch a movie, I feared if I stayed there and watched the movie, I would fall asleep. So I figured I would just come out here. I was going to do some cleaning beforehand, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start early. So yeah. Yes. Yes, yes. A514B5. I am 1 hour behind you. Yes. I'm in the Central Time Zone. In the US. Yeah. So. But yeah, so we're going to wait for this thing to write its image. Once it's done with that, we'll get this thing hopefully booted back up, and then we'll reset everything back up, get it reconnected to the Wi-Fi. We'll run through the whole, you know, first boot setup process all over again, do whatever it tells me it needs me to do, and then we will run the ADXL on it and do some input shaping, and hopefully after some input shaping, this thing will be a beast of a machine with some proper tweaking and tuning, and then maybe I can pull my config files and get them uploaded to GitHub. And if anybody has an SV07 and likes the quality and prints that I get and wants to start with my configs as a base, they'll be out there for them to grab. So that'll be the hope. I mean, it works great. It doesn't, okay. On a side note, I know that I am not supposed to have a printer. I have. That being said, if anybody has the default image for the Ideaformer IR3V2 belt printer. If anybody has the default Clipper image for that, I may have tried to update Clipper and broke that, and my config file is yelling at me now. And maybe, depending on how long we stream, maybe we'll put that back on the bench too and play around with it a little bit. If not, that could be later on. But it's giving me some basic like arguments, and because it's a belt printer and I'm not very familiar with belt printers, especially belt printers with Clipper, I don't know enough to know if I change things to basic numbers instead of commented or comma numbers, if I'm going to break something. And I would hate to see me destroy something that I don't understand. And I'm afraid to reach out to the company to ask them kindly for some help for a printer that I'm not supposed to have yet, but I do. I shouldn't say I'm not supposed to have it. It's just that I don't know if they're shipping them yet or not. And since I don't have a number of any kind, I don't know what kind of support I would get from it. However, I can always talk to the individual I got it from and see if they can get the files for me. There's always that option too. But if anybody's wondering, I know I said I would post this and show it, but this was the quality I got off the SV07. It looks like crap. Look at that big hole right there. Like right here. So it was definitely not looking good. I don't know if it's partly due to the filament, because with it being one of their like heavily glittery filaments, if that had anything to do with maybe moisture in the filament or whatever. But this is kind of the quality I was hoping for. That's not what I got. So that's why we did updates, and then it broke everything. So we're not going to do updates, but we'll do some tweaking and tuning, you know. Got to go be back after the stream was supposed to start. Hey, that's fine, JPP, do your thing. That Dapper Dan Duck is not so dapper. No, he is not. He is very, very pruny. Looks like he has been doing a lot of wading in the waters. It is kind of holding steady around the 3 to 5 minute mark, kind of jumping around there. So hopefully in the next 3 to 5 minutes it'll be done flashing. And then we can pop that thing out, pop it back in here, and kind of go back down that path of hopefully getting the SV07 up and running. I'm really hoping the SV07 takes off. I would like it to be a quality printer that I have, because currently I need to clean up this back area here. JPP's Mercury 1, I need to get that off the bench. I need to take the old Lulzbot Mini, get that one off of there, the old ANET A8 Plus back here, and get that off of there. That Delta printer that's right there, get that one off of there. So we can put printers that work there. And I'd like to take some of my top mount filament printers, so like this guy and this guy, move them down here where they'll be a little easier to get to and do stuff with, you know. You forgot you're an hour behind. Yes, old curmudgeon, I am an hour behind. Poity! Nice. Lulzbot are cool. Never owned one, but kind of think they are cool. Yeah, the old Lulzbot Mini back there doesn't have a display on it, so it is definitely a plug it into a PC or hook up a Raspberry Pi. It's running Marlin, and it's an old Marlin. It's the old 4988s, the loud steppers. A lot of the printed parts on it are cracking now due to time and age. And I got it from another member in the community who sent it to me. And we just kind of played around. We named him Mini Bob because it's Lulzbot Mini. So we named him Mini Bob. And he just kind of sits back there now. But I want to pull him out. There's a couple printers that are older that I've received that I think will be fun projects maybe someday, just not today. But I can tell you this King Rune back here, when we put that together on stream the other night, that KP5, very, very unhappy. Like it's not like the KP3s. Those are definitely, they took a step in the right direction going that way with the printer, because those things are lacking so much. Don't get me wrong, there's some quality there with like the inlaid linear rail or linear rods. The way they got them inlaid into the extrusion, those are nice, but just a lot of not goodness. So maybe one day we'll play around with that thing too and make it a good printer, or at least a decent enough printer I can give away to someone. I I don't see me doing too much with it right away. If it's something somebody wanted to play around with and you could figure out how to get it from me, let me know. I mean, I can tear it back down, put it back in the box, and like ship it to you. But if you want a road trip to come visit, you see my office. You know it's a mess. But if you want to meet somewhere to pick it up, let me know. The King Rune can become your headache and not mine. But I can tell you I'm not interested in doing anything with that. But I am interested in this one, the Flying Bear. I did not take that one to work actually, because 3D Printing Santa gave me a Ender 3 Max. I ended up taking that one to work. So I've got an Ender 3 Max at work now. I did my own Marlin for it. I was had a little bit of time at work yesterday. So I made my own Marlin for it. I haven't done that in a while. I figured, why not? It needs lots of love. Yes, it does, Poity. It needs lots of love. It needs new plastics printed for it and all that fun stuff. Will, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. For those who missed out, Bearded Bucket dropped 10 of the memberships at the start of the stream, and we did set a super chat goal of 10. So, you know, 10 seems to be a good number today. So maybe that's a hint to everyone how many we may be giving away. How many rolls of Polymaker? Yes. It's your typical Polymaker giveaway. You get a gift card for, I forget how much it's for, but you use that to buy a roll of filament and you're good to go. So I'm not giving away a printer. I said if somebody wants this one and can figure out how to get it from me, it's the King Room KP5. I put it together. I played around with it, but I was not impressed, and it needs a lot of TLC. It's definitely not a good first starter printer. I said maybe one day we'll do some upgrades to it, make it nicer, and make it something that I'd be comfortable giving away to someone who wants to get started in 3D printing. But the way it is not a good first starter printer. Also, I did give away the Ender 2 Pro, which sucks because I really wanted to play around with that for a while, but I knew it was a good little printer and I knew that it'd be a nice little starter. So there's a guy that he works in the gas station in the mornings. So every morning when I go in for coffee, I see him and I talk about 3D printing and stuff with him. And he always said it was something he sounded like he'd be interested in. And so I just happened to have it in the car. I was going to take it to work with me, but I left it with him. And then I ran home and grabbed a couple more rolls of Polymaker, because you notice my Polymaker collection's getting a little weak back here. But I grabbed a few more rolls of Polymaker for him and dropped those off along with power cord, and the basic toolkit was in there already. So yeah, so I got him all set up with what he needed to get started, and I told him, watch YouTube. It'll teach you what you need to know. So I'm guessing probably Thursday morning when I go into work, I'll stop, get my cup of coffee, and see if he had a chance to play around with a little bit. And if not, maybe one day he can bring it into work, and on a Saturday, Sunday, if he's working, and I can sit in there and show him how to do some stuff with it. So, but yeah. You got the KP3 V2 and had the KP3 Pro. They're all not beginner printers. No. I do have Clipper running on the KP3S, I think is the one that I've got. It was the one that Mitch had in the backpack printer that is currently back behind there. I need to get that thing out and get it going again. But I need to work on that again. But that one was fun. With Clipper on it. Still is. I just need to get it out and use it more. I'm thinking about putting the standard base back on it and then connecting the other screen that I use that has Clipper on it to it, and then going that route and just running it as like a standard little mini printer. Let's see here. Okay, it's done writing. The G drive has ejected. Let's go ahead and pull this. There we go. All right. We have the EMMC again. It goes this way according to the little diagram, and it obviously worked because it didn't yell at me. So there we go. Let's jump back over to Benchcam. There we go. We'll put the EMMC back in there once we take it off the adapter, and I'm going to see if I can find a 3D printed file to make this a little bit more rigid, because that scares me, knowing that those two little weld points and then those little welds at the back, or solder points at the back there, are all that's holding the board to this with no real protection. So I have to take a peek and see. Yes, we are recovering the SV07. The adapter showed up today. I figured I was streaming today, so let's make the best of it. So that's what we're doing. So we'll set this now off to the side so we don't break it. We're going to put the EMMC back in the way we took it off, and just kind of press it into place. And let's get these Phillips head screws back in there. Let's see. I do apologize, guys. I know I have big fingers. It's how it is. I can't over tighten it if I take it out the same way I put it in and I use roughly the same amount of pressure, right? Remember, do not upgrade OS like last time. Will, you are correct. We will not be upgrading the OS on this like we did last time. We'll just do whatever. We'll just get it fired up and work with what we have. I'm not going to mess with anything until I read some forums and posts that tell me that it's safe to do certain things. But we're not going to do the dumb stuff we did to break it like we did the last time. So we got the base. Flip this back over. Line everything up and set it back into place. Let's see, make sure we're not crushing or breaking anything. Nope, everything is lined up good. There we go. All right, now we flip this guy over. We lost the power button again, which is fine because it goes in, I think, on both sides. No, okay. So we will leave that together, put this back like this. Put this power button, let's see something. Power button, I don't think it really matters which way it goes in, it's just which way do you want your power button to face. Yeah. It doesn't appear to go either, it doesn't matter either way. All right. Make sure everything is set in there. Flip this back over, line everything up, drop it down into place. Okay. There we go. All right, put the screws back in. Let me get you guys better in frame there, I guess, huh? There is no SD card port for the pad. No, Will, there is not. It is a eMMC. It's a removable eMMC module that MakerBase uses. That's what's there. And it's only an 8 gig eMMC too, so don't give you a lot of storage. So, but it's definitely enough for a lot of what we do. You know, it's definitely enough. Yeah. I got to remember to bring the stream up so I can see the chat. Text is a little small for my old man eyes. You know. You upgraded yours to a 32 gig eMMC. I mean, I could definitely do that. That's not a huge issue. It's just buying one, and I don't need to right now. I'll stick with the 8 gig. It's more than sufficient for what I'm doing. I mean, at least now anyway. Down the road I may have to, so it might be a copy eMMC to image, then rewrite image to new eMMC and expand. But there we go. All back together. There's you guys. Look right there. See, there's you guys. But there we go. It's all back together now. So let's jump back to, well, let's just go to this guy. Boop. We'll move back a little bit and move up. There we go. Let's plug everything back in. Again, on the base here, you've got your power. Goes into the first plug. Your USB plugs in right next to it in the second. And then you just line it up, drop it down. Power it up, and we're gonna pull it in closer so we can get you guys in a little closer to the screen here, and let's see. I powered it up. It's not doing anything. There it goes. All right, the screen is actually lighting up this time, so we did something right. Remember, we're not pushing any updates to it. The way it is the way it's going to stay. We'll tweak and tune based on how it is right now. That is the stock image that Sovol put on this thing the last time they did an update. We're not going to mess with it for right now. Down the road, if we figure out ways to do updates without breaking things and maybe add new things if we need to, we will. But there you go. It came up. It came up right to the screen. So there's that. Let me wipe this down with the microfiber, get some of that dust off of there. There we go. Right. And actually, we can get in a little closer. Look at that. Ta-da. There's the screen. All right. It's back up, I think. Let's see. Let's hit homing. It did homing. Let's hit home all. Look at that. It is homing. Let's make sure everything does what it's supposed to. All right. Everything homed like it's supposed to, so that's good. Movements are all correct. Let's go back. Let's test. Let's do a, for giggles, let's preheat real quick for PLA. So we're going to preheat for PLA real quick. I want to get everything up to temp, and then we're going to run a bed level now, because why not, right? Or should we do a, let's see if we have tramming options in there in machine leveling. Let's go to machine leveling. We have Z calibrate, so we'll do a Z calibrate. And then we have Z tilt, and then bed level. I usually want to make sure that my Z calibrate, and then I'll do Z tilt. Whoops. Well, we hit with Z tilt, so we'll do a Z tilt first. Sorry, guys, I finger slipped. So we'll let it run a Z tilt, but usually PID tune. Yes, DaVinci, we'll do a PID tune. Right now, I'm just going to get it to a basic, basic temp. I like to make sure if my bed is messed up that the bed is, or not messed up, but I like to make sure that the bed temp is at about printing temp, so any warp or anything that shows up due to the heat is in the bed. So I want it to heat up a little bit first before I do bed leveling and whatnot. And we haven't connected it back to the Wi-Fi, so we'll have to connect it to the Wi-Fi so we can get into the web interface and see, what all it says. I'm sure if we go back here now, well, actually, we don't have to go back. We should be able to go. What do we got here? Yeah, that's all of our macros. All right, well, that's done. I am noticing that, like, the console that you usually will see in Clipper Screen, I'm not seeing that, which is fine. Let's go back to machine leveling now. It's done with its Z tilt adjust. Okay, great. Let's see, we're at 210 and only 48 on the bed. So we'll let the bed get up to 60 because that's where it's heading. We'll let the bed get up to 60. While we do that, I'm going to come back to my main view here, and I'm going to connect to the Wi-Fi's. So bear with me, guys, while I get it connected to the Wi-Fi. Let's see here. It's under, I believe, configuration. Yeah, you go into configuration, networking. You guys can't see that. Sorry. And let's try and find. Let's see here. It sees my washing machine in the house. That's hilarious. Let's pick that one. There we go. All right, let's get it connected to the Wi-Fi real quick. Once it's connected back up and I know everything is good and I don't have to retype that again, then we'll bring up the web page so we can actually kind of see what happens here. All right, it says it's connected. Looks like it's the same IP address it had before, so that's good. So let's go back. We'll bring up the web interface and see what we have there. Go back again. And then the nice part is from the web interface, we can send a lot of this stuff. So let me kick my leg up and get comfy. Move my wireless mic over there a little bit more. Let's close this. Let's bring up this. We'll bring up a new tab. We'll minimize that one. There we go. All right. There we go. The only thing I would change is install mainsail. Yeah, actually it came up with mainsail this time. That's pretty interesting. It's weird. It's actually got mainsail in it. So I wonder if they changed it in that image to go to mainsail. Because when I logged into the IP, which I'm showing you guys right now, that's mainsail. Yeah, so it's got mainsail because the other day when we played around with it, it had fluid in there. So, oh, they did. Okay. So, JD, did you get signed up for the giveaway? Links over there in the pinned at the top. Make sure you get that, good sir. Let me see here. Again, Zolan with a text says again. It says lost mic and again. Thanks, Z. Thanks for getting my back, buddy. All right, let's see here. Is this going to charge my cell phone? Do I have it plugged in? I do. Good. We'll keep my cell phone charged. I'm going to keep it here. I don't have a stand. If only I had a device that I could use to... Actually, I do have a stand right there. Been lurking, tripod, brother, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, good sir. I hope you and the family are feeling a little better these days. I'm hoping things are getting a little easier for you. I know with everything that recently happened, I know how hard that can be. So I do hope you guys are doing well, and I do greatly appreciate the 20, good sir. You know me. I'm always in a world of hurt myself. I'm hurting similarly, but not the same. So I do love you, brother, and I do thank you, man. Greatly appreciate it. Everybody give him a like on that if you would, please. Hit that little like button on his bed lurking. Give him some love. All right, there we go. I got the phone now in my face, so if anybody PayPal's, Venmo's, Cash Apps, the alerts will pop up and yell at me. We're in. Oh, it only went up to 50 for the bed. So we're gonna, let me bring up the size a little bit more. I know Vince likes it better when he's watching, and I do that because it's a little easier for you guys to see. I'm gonna kick this up to 60 real fast. Whoa, 60 really fast. That's usually about where I go. So we're gonna heat the bed to 60. Get it up at 60. I'll let it sit for a couple of minutes just to make sure everything kind of heat soaks in. And then we'll do that initial bed calibrate. Or bed level. But we've got the home all, so let's give it that real fast while we're waiting. You can see the printer is a-moving. Let me bring this over here more so you guys can kind of see what's going on. Bring that up. 65, huh? JD, you run 65? I run 60. It usually works out pretty good for me. I'm going to bring down some of that brightness. There we go. That way you guys can kind of make out the what it's doing when it's doing it. Let's turn off, though, the LEDs on the hot end for right now. There we go. That way it's not washing out the build plate so much. Recommend to upgrade to a 32 gig eMMC. JD, you are the second person to say that to me. I definitely plan to. Will had mentioned that earlier. So I do plan to at some point getting a 32. But for right now, I'll stick with the 8 gigs that it came with because I'm poor and that's all I can afford. So I'll work with what I got. Take that ugly cover off the hot end. Yeah, that thing is a big monster, isn't it? It is definitely a big, just blocky monster. So, we'll definitely look into that down the road. Right now, it's let's get this thing printing and printing good. Considering we got one ugly print off of it for those who missed it, the ugly duckling there. Look at how nasty that print looks. See all the ringing and everything else. I don't know if it's mostly due to filament, maybe with moisture, or if it was just the fact that I didn't actually do any crazy testing on the printer before we did anything or go through any of the crazy setup stuff. But there we go. So let's run a Z-tilt again, just because we kind of did that kind of by accident. Actually, let's go down here and let's take a look. What all do we have here that isn't showing up? We got load filament, log Z. I don't know if log Z means the same thing on here as it does, or is it the G31? Let's go back to the touch screen, shall we? Let's see here. And go back into machine leveling. We've got our Z calibrate. I think that's the G31 is Z calibrate, right? Well, we're going to do a Z calibrate real quick. Wait, no. Let's do Z tilt again. Sorry. Z tilt. We're going to adjust the Z tilt now with it up to temp. Then we'll do a calibrate, and then we'll do the Z calibrate. We'll do the bed level and then the Z calibrate. And while it's doing that, we can now look at the outputs to see where we're at for range. Currently, the probing is at 0225, and it's supposed to be 005. Now we're at 0175. So we are getting there, guys. We are getting there. Also, by the way, Tripod Brother, thank you for helping me get closer to that goal of 10. You're amazing, man. Pro tip. Lower the tolerance of the Z-tilt. All right. You want me to like lower it to lower than 0.005? You may go lower than 0.005? Or by lower, do you mean go higher to make it like 0.05, 0.004? Okay. Okay. We'll play around with the config file later and kind of tweak that stuff, JD. Thank you for the input. I will make a note to remember to go to 004. With everything preheated already, I don't want to necessarily go, I mean, well, you know what, here. Let's go to machine, printer config, and then let's go find that. It may be in a different, wait, there we go. G-code macros, Just going down, load filament. Does anybody know, is the G31 the, or which one's Z-tilt? There we go, Z-tilt. There we go. Retry tolerance. Change that to 0.4, you say. So 004, there it is. Changed. Let's save and restart. And then we'll go back to the dashboard and we'll just hit it to reheat again. Because why not? It'll be quick and easy. 210. 60. There we go. Now we're back in action, man. Now let's go back down here and let's rerun the old Z-tilt. Let's home everything first. And then we'll rerun Z-tilt. Realistically, with all that, and the fact that they put the yellow springs on it is just funny. It should just have solid spacers. It should. But whatever. We can do the lead screw adjust too. We could add that macro in for it. Play around with that. But that's all later stuff. For right now, we're going to keep going. I'm free. Just got off a 2-hour support call. Well, Tor, brother, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you, man. We got that little, the little board that we needed. I'm going to show it in front of the printer. We got the little MakerBase board that we needed to flash the eMMC for the SV07, which is dumb that it's not included. That is my gripe. If you're going to use MakerBase boards and MakerBase boards require that, then they should supply that. Just my thought. The SV07 was on your list. I do remember that, Tripod. I remember you said not to, and I know why you did. And for the clipper tinkerers like myself, this is a fun little machine so far. Granted, we did have to rebuild it because I got stupid. But I like tweaking, so for me, not a bad thing. We are going to be carrying those 32 gig eMMCs. All right, cool. Tripod, or Tor, when you get them, think of me, man. If you guys want somebody to go through and do a live stream video on how to upgrade the 8 gig to the 32 gig, think of me, man, because I will be more than happy to put one in and say sponsored by TH3E if they would like me to. Just throwing that out there. You upgraded your SVO8. Yeah, see, because you have an SVO8 and they use the same screen with the same eMMC and everything. It's the same board. So you, sir, it makes sense because the SVO8s. But I've got an older SVO7, so, and I'm sure Tim has an SVO7 rolling around. He'll probably just make his own video, and that's fine. He can do that. He does better quality than I do, you know. The 8 gigs filled up so fast. Yeah, it definitely does. And there's no getting around that. Don't forget, guys, for those of you who are just popping in, I am doing, I'm going to let the cat out the bag now. I'm giving away 10 rolls of Polymaker. I'm saying it. We're giving away 10 rolls today. I got the okay from Joel to do 10 rolls. So we're going to do 10 rolls of Polymaker. So make sure you fill out the form there. I'm going to do the first one probably at 5 after 2. So you're talking about 20 more minutes. So in about 20 more minutes, we're going to give away 1, maybe 2 rolls, because I don't know how long I'm going to stream, and I have 10 rolls to give away. So if I stream, you know, we can get kind of crazy and just give them away. So probably in about a little less than 20 minutes now, we'll give away 1, possibly 2. Remember, guys, after the stream, I will get the codes and email them to the winners. Central Time, yes. I am in Central Time. But I will email the winners after the stream today. So whenever the stream ends, I'll get those codes. And then sometime hopefully before the end of the night tonight, I will get you all your codes, and then you'll have your codes for tomorrow if you want to put in a Christmas order. If you're sitting with family bored and need something to do, you can go snoop Polymaker and go order a roll of filament. Remember, guys, you're going to get a discount code from Polymaker for a roll of filament. It's not going to be for the higher end materials. But you can get like a PLA or ASA or ABS or PETG. There'll be a value to it. You can order a roll of filament within that value and enjoy. So there you go. Yeah, I would love to put an SVO8 in here just to have one. But you know, it is what it is. You gave your SVO7 to TH3 over a year ago, and it is still in the box. Well, I'm hoping that with all the playing around and stuff that I do with this, that I can get some decent config files out there, Tripod, that people who have an SVO7 or having trouble can at least pull my config files from my GitHub. They can pull them in, and it'll be a good base for them to start off of and hopefully give them a little bit better machine. So the hope is tinker with this thing, play with it, get some GitHub files up there for people to play around with, and cross the fingers. You know, maybe that'll help, you know, Soval with this machine. They can point people towards me. More people will see that, and that'll help me and maybe help build a relationship somewhere there wasn't one. You know what I mean? So we look into swapping into mainline more. Yeah, that's the what was it? Danger Clipper, right? That's the new name for Danger Clipper, am I right? Or is that something different? Will. But anyway, all right. Did I run Z-Tilt? I think I homed it. But let's run a Z-Tilt again if I did. Oh, that's right. We changed it. We didn't rerun it. That's right. We set the tolerance to 004 now because Will made the, or JD made the recommendation set to 004. We made it to 004. So we're going to let run again. And you can see just how crazy off it got just in that sitting. So that's kind of weird that we did a reboot in a home and it got off that far, you know, because range tolerance was 03. Now it's 025 and it's supposed to be 004, and we just did it and it was supposed to be a 005. So that's kind of crazy that it gets off that much. But, you know, there we go. Now we're within spec. We're at 0025 instead of 004. So it jumped down quite a bit. It went from 015 And then one more probe made it to 0025. So crazy, but it did it. So there we go. Now let's go ahead and let's do a, let's go to the height map and let's go to calibrate. We're going to call this one default and hit calibrate and let it ride. Let's let it go ahead and map the bed, and we'll take a look and see how warped this thing is. It's been soaking at 60 for a little bit while I was talking, and 60 is about where I'm going to normally print, I'm sure, because PLA is probably the harshest thing I'll throw at that machine, open air machine, and I mostly have PLA, so any of my ABS or ASA gets printed on these two guys back here, the K1 and the switch wire. You had traded your SV07 for a axial cap RC car. Nice. He wanted the car back. He offered me a different printer, so I said, no, give me the SV07 back if you want. Nice. It's Calico. That's right, Calico. That's right. So how far off are we? The range is 0.305. So it's a 0.4, 0.2 is usually my print, so it's just over a layer off across the whole bed. So it's not terrible. Could do a little tweaking on the screws to bring that back into spec, but not going to worry about it too much, especially, you know, that little bit. We'll leave it for now. I know ideally everybody loves to see 0.0 something, but we'll take a 0.3. We'll take a 0.3 for now. That being said, I'm going to go to machine for a moment. If you notice, their version here does not have any of the updates, because I don't believe Moonraker is actually... It's funny because they still have the fluid config file in there. Backup save variables config. No, Moonraker is in there, but Moonraker is only a stripped down Moonraker with not a lot in it. So they took out all of the like mainsail updates and mainsail config update. All that stuff is not in here. That's all stuff I can add in later when I know that it's not going to break anything. You know, update manager is disabled for a reason. Yes, Will. We are not going to play around with that. Yes. We are going to leave that alone for now. What is this PLR config? Force move, respond, G code for the G31. Then we have our G code macro, save last file. We have our clear last file. We have our shell command for power loss resume. We have our resume interrupt, and we have our log Z. So there's our files that are in there. Power recovery module. Yeah, power loss. Yep, power loss recovery, PLR. Okay. Like I said, that's a new one to me. I hadn't seen that in there, so I was just curious. You can update things, but have to freeze the kernel first. JD, I will probably we'll cross a lot of crazy bridges down the road. For right now, we're not going to. We learned the hard way, and I don't want to have to reflash the eMMC twice on one stream. So let's go ahead and save the config now that we did all of our updates. But there we go. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our G-code files. Yes, there is nothing, absolutely nothing in here. So let's go ahead and bring up Orca Slicer. We got the Flying Bear in there, but we also have the SV07. So let's bring up the SV07. I think the only thing I did in here was, as of right now, we didn't change too much. But we're going to go up here, click on Prepare. Let's delete the duck. Let's go into Configuration. We'll run a temp tower first, starting at 190, going up to 230. I'm thinking 220. It's probably all the higher we're going to need to go. And 190, yeah, we'll leave it 190 to 220. I don't think 220 much higher than that will be probably more than I need. I'm not going to run faster than I think I'll need that. The main problem is their host/LCD screen. Yeah, JD, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping we don't run into any crazy issues, but if we do, I'm sure that, yeah, that power and USB coming out of there may be something in that screen. I know the clip pad, I've heard some good and bad. So we'll cross our fingers and see. And Tanner 3D, good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope all is going good. I hope you and the family have a very Merry Christmas, that is. You know, Tanner 3D, if you decide to get into the songwriting thing or keep doing the songwriting thing, I said, if you write a Christmas tune, throw that in there. Have a very Merry Christmas, that is. Make that a line in the song. That'd be awesome. Rob, good to see you. 3D Medic Vince is back floating around. He's been lurking. He's probably working. Now I'm a poet and didn't even know it. Dadgum. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit slice the plate here real quick. Let's get this thing sent over to the printer. I shouldn't have to change anything because the IP address stayed the same, so I should be able just to go ahead and send it off. And it went. Now let's go to the device tab, and now there it goes. It's taken off. So there we are. I know it's hard to see on this screen, so we'll minimize that, and we'll come back here, and there we go. I don't have a camera connected, so you're not going to see any camera view, but you do have that camera right there. This one, looking right there. Working on 3D printing, or 3D printed clock hands. Oh, so you are not working. Perfect time for the giveaway. Pretty close. Don't forget, guys, click the link pinned at the top. Polymaker has given me the okay to give away 10 rolls of filament today, 10 spools. So when you guys see Nicor floating around in chats, tell him thank you. If you see, for some reason, Polymaker should show up. I doubt they will. It's the holiday time. They're spending time with their families. But if for some reason they pop up in chat, tell them thank you. Otherwise, if you go buy some Polymaker, I don't have a code. I'm not part of the affiliate program with them. But you just tell them that you bought some because of my stream, and that's why you're there. So you can always do that. But we're getting there. 8 minutes. 8 minutes, 2:05. We'll do the first giveaway. Speaking of, while we're waiting, let me just jump over to that camera real quick so I can get prepped and ready for the first giveaway, or start getting prepped and ready for the first giveaway. Let's see. We're going to move this one over here real quick. We're going to grab this one and put it in with that guy. Let's go to the wheel of names, random number picker. All right, we are high, so let's adjust our Z. Give me a second while I am doing that. Let's go into fine tuning here. Come on, bring up fine tuning. There we go. Oh, that's looking real ugly. We should have probably did a Z calibrate first, huh? Let's move down a little more aggressively. We're gonna have to restart that, guys, because we didn't do a Z offset first. All right, let's go ahead and stop that real quick. Pause and stop. Get that off of there before it goes getting crazy. Let's see, was it starting to stick? Yes. And it was looking pretty good. So we'll leave it there to start, and we'll come back and adjust it a little bit more. All right, so let's scroll down here. Let's find our Z offset, save it. Save config. There we go. Minimize that. Spaghetti. Baker Mill, right? Good to see you, man. Yeah, there's a lot going on in here, brother. It is packed in this place. You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose. Or you can pick your nose, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Nope. You need to put your logo on all those parts. Yeah, there's logo everywhere. Captain Kieran, good to see you. Irony, you spent 4 hours this morning retuning your modded Ender 3 Pro, doing the same things here. Yep. Finally got the perfect first layer. Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, we just had to pull the eMMC out of the board, or out of the screen on the SVO7, because I borked it by doing some updates that I probably shouldn't have done, but I did. So we're going to go ahead and restart this print and see how close our layer is now. Shouldn't take too long to heat up, and then I'm getting ready to do the first giveaway. So remember, link is pinned up in the top of the chat there. Click the link, fill out the form, and then we're going to be in 5 minutes doing a giveaway for 1, possibly 2 rolls of Polymaker, because they gave me the okay today to give away 10 rolls, and I don't know how long I'm going to stream. So if I only stream for an hour, I'm going to give away 10 rolls in an hour, but I think I'm going to stream longer than an hour. I probably got 2 to 3 to 5 to 10 hours in me. We'll see. We'll see. It's only 2 o'clock now. If I stream till like 6 or 8, that's 4 to 6 hours, you know. You think Santa for Clipper makes life so much better? Yes, Captain, it does. Captain, it sure does. I love the adjust a config file, save and restart versus recompiling firmware and starting over. That gets to be a tad bit annoying. So just wait for this thing to heat up and get ready to print. It is running 65 on the bed, which I'll go and adjust my file to make it 60. But 60, 65. I usually don't have issues with sticking or not sticking between 60 and 65, so. Okay, let's get back into that good old fine tuning. Go back to 5, and let's see what happens here. That layer is, well, it's looking better. It's actually looking pretty daggum good now, but I think it'll probably get a little bit closer. So let's jump over here, and let's go in just a little bit more. Maybe 5 more, 5 or 10 more might have been better. It is definitely looking like it is pushing out a bit more plastic than it needs to. It may be over extruding. Either that or there was just a little bit of buildup on the nozzle. Let's see. Sorry if I'm bumping you guys. Just trying to get down in there to see. All right. A little hard to tell on that because that head's so damn big with everything around it. But it does look like it was pushing quite a bit more plastic on that first layer than it needed to. We'll let it go now, though. We also, oof, it kicked in that big fan in the back. That thing got loud. But we'll let it ride. We'll see how it does. And while it's doing that, we'll get prepped for this here first giveaway. So let's get the old names out of the list real quick. Clear that. Get rid of that. Let's bring up the names here. I'm going to do like everybody does. I'm going to keep this here list going. So we'll just keep it going throughout the day, and as you win, we will just repoll. I'm not going to necessarily make it a you have to be here, because it is the holiday season and people are spending time with their family, so I'm not going to necessarily make it that you have to be here to win. If I call your name, that's what you get. You know, you'll be the one getting it, so enjoy. If you win, you're getting some PPSCF. Well, good sir. Have fun. I think that's a little bit more, but if it's not, and you can get that with whatever the gift card amount is, enjoy. Like I said, you guys all know how Polymaker does their giveaways. So it is a value amount. I forget how much, but you have that value amount to get a roll of filament with. Enjoy. You have the coins from your birthday? Well, there you go, man. There you go. After the holiday printing season, you'll have 500 grams of filament left. Well, hopefully you win one. $35 plus free shipping. All right. So there you go. That's the usual amount, $35 plus free shipping. Merry Yuletide to the Viking. Yes, yes, what MakerMind said. Anything but the Polymax PLA. Polymax for the win. Yep, I just like filament. I like different colors. I like all shapes. I can't say all shapes and sizes because 1.75 is pretty much every machine I have. So like 285 or 3 won't work in those. So, but as for the colors, I like all the colors. And the difference in material depends on the project you're printing, I guess. But man, I can feel that thing pushing the air over here. And I don't know if you guys can hear that fan spin in the background. I'm sure you can. But let's see here. We are at 205. So let me pull up the list. I'm going to grab the names off the list as of right now. So let me grab them. Hit the old copy. And let me come back over here. Let's jump back over to the right screen. I'm going to add you guys in. This is as of right now. So let me get you guys added in here. Paste them in. There we go. These are all the names. I hope you guys put in your email addresses properly, because whoever wins, I'm going to make a note you're the winner, and then boom. Well, thank you, MakerMind. I'm glad to be back. I did a couple little miscellaneous streams, but we are now at 206. So here we go. I'm not even going to do anything silly. We're not going to do any shuffles. You guys want me to do shuffles? Tell me now. Hurry up. First person says yes or no, and then I'm going to hit the button because we're already 1 minute past. I said 205. Should we shuffle or should we let it ride? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So you guys want me to shuffle it? Give me a number. Hurry up. First number I see. 3. Bearded Bucket, you got 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see. Where are you? There you are. Tor, I see you. So here we go. Boom. It's spinning. There we go. Cross your fingers. And first winner is going to be, Aaron. Aaron, you win. It's you. Yay. All right. Congrats. Now I got to go make a quick note in there. That's you? Yeah. Did I grab the wrong field? I think I might have. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I grabbed the wrong field. Please don't be offended. I'm not really doxing anyone, and you didn't have to admit it was you. But apologies. I'll make sure to grab the right one next time. But let me go ahead and make a note next to you, good sir. Where are you? You're on my list. There we go. Okay, make a note. Winner! 1. Done. All right. It is noted. Remove. Let's go ahead and clear the wheel. Delete. All right. Let's see here. Maker Viking put his email address in. Oh, Maker Viking. See how you are. You went and put in your email address for your YouTube name. Oh, that Maker Viking. Hold on a second. There we go. Let me fix that. There we go. All right. Give me a second, guys. Boom, boom. There we go. Now I got everybody in there right. Now let's get this out of the way. That's okay. We got to stop the print, guys. It popped off the build plate. So, and it's getting very crabby at me. Let's get this off of here before it goes oozing out everywhere and creating a big old mess. Looks like it was about to, or it was. Looks like it got some filament up under there. But yeah. So it popped off. So we'll clean the build plate and try again here in a minute. But before we do, let's give away one more roll of filament. What do you think? One more roll? Should we do one more person the right way? All right. So I grabbed the names off the list again, as it were, and we're going to go ahead and pull. We'll give away the next roll of filament. I'm not sure when, but we're going to go ahead and give one more. Andrew Rogers with 25 for the Merry Christmas Fund. Thank you very much, good sir. Greatly appreciated. Let's throw a heart on that bad boy and throw some likes at it. There we go. All right. I got the list updated. We've got all the proper names in the right place this time. I didn't get stupid and pull the wrong list again. Let me look and see, make sure. Looks like nobody new has entered the list. No, and nobody new apparently has entered the list. So that being said, let's put that away. Let's come back here. Give me a shuffle number, guys. Throw a shuffle number at me. Wait, actually, Aaron Rodgers, you're floating around. You just did $25, so you picked how many? How many shuffles? Sorry, guys. He just made a $25 donation. I got to give him something for it. 4 it is, Andrew. 4 it is. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and we go. Let's see who wins this time. And this time we actually have right names. It is Da Vinci. Congratulations, Da Vinci. You are the winner. So let me go ahead and make a note real quick in my little sheet here. Let me go find the Da Vinci. Da Vinci was actually the second one. So winner 2. There we go. All right, Da Vinci. Let's close that. And for right now, we'll jump back here. We'll put this away. Ayo. All right, you guys want to do one more? Let's see. Let me. If you guys want to enter for your chance to win some filament, click the link up there, the giveaway link, the form up at the top. Click the link. I'll give you guys a minute to get caught up. Make sure everybody's in there. We'll do one more. We'll do 3 right out the gate. 3 of them. That'll still leave me with 7 because I'm probably only going to stream for an hour or 2 or 3 or 10. But I'm feeling giving. So we'll give away 3. We'll give away 3. So we'll do one more. We'll do it in 3 minutes. I'm going to give away the 3rd roll in 3 minutes. So the 3rd roll, 3 minutes. If you haven't entered, enter. And then we'll do another one. And while we're doing that, I'm going to clean the build plate while we're waiting. Make sure we have a clean build plate, and then we'll actually do a little bit there. Throw a little isopropyl on there. Grab our microfiber and give it a good scrub-a-dub-dub. All right. There we go. Throw this back on. I do wish they put some sort of like a plate guides on here. So they have not, but that's okay. We adjusted the Z offset again, so let's scroll down here. Did not. Okay. Well, there we go. All right. Let's start the print again. We're going to keep going. We'll just adjust the Z offset till we get it and it doesn't pop off there. But I'm thinking the first thing we're probably going to want to do is the extrusion, because it does look like it is over extruding when it was doing its thing there. And we're going to have to make sure we add in to have it do. I like to do bed level between everyone. Did you clean the plate? Just now, Will. Just now. I didn't take it in the house to give it a soapy, sudsy bath, but I did give it an isopropyl wipe down. So, but let's see here. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes and we'll give away roll number 3, guys. So we're already going to have 3 rolls of filament of the 10 rolls I have available to give away tonight. Gone in the first 15 minutes of the stream. Granted, we're going to wait a little while before we do the next one after that because I don't want to, I'd rather give away like 8 rolls at the end. Well, in this case, 7 rolls at the end of the stream when I decide I'm done. Versus the other way around where I give them all the way at the beginning and then you guys just come here expecting filament and I'm out. Because unless Polymaker themselves pop into chat and say, give away more, which probably won't happen because they're probably spending time with their families. Yeah, I think we're going to be stuck with 10. So, just enjoy. Yeah, the first 15 minutes after 1 hour of pre-show. Yep. Steve Bill, it's good to see you, sir. Hey, Steve, since you're here, and I told you if you made it in, first off, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and all that good stuff to you and your family. Here is what I was telling you on your stream about my office space being overrun, sir. There's no room. So I definitely need to expand my space is a good way to put it. Don't let the bald spot scare anyone. My kids love to make fun of that. But oh, I hear some grinding. What do we got? It is clicking a little bit. There we go. It's just the way it speeds through that prime line. It is looking a little better. Let me get in close. You got to go down a little bit more. So let's go ahead and not speed, extrusion, get closer. Not extrusion. Where are we at? Hold on, there we go. I'm in the wrong spot again. There we go. I didn't get down quick enough, but that's okay. I was clicking on the wrong thing because I was being silly. But that's all right. Who did what? Steve just gifted 10 subs or 10 memberships. Steve, thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, man. That's my usual. I know I just told you that, but I get stuck in my routines, you know? But let's bring this back. You guys can kind of watch it fail again, I'm sure. It is looking ugly. Ooh, sorry about that. I meant to move it a little bit. Yeah, you can see it's not sticking very well. We'll play around with it, but we got to give away some more filament. So guys, click the link. Get ready. I'm going to stop this print before it fails because I know it's going to. So let me just go in here and hit cancel. Cancel print. I'm going to stop it before it goes popping off and building up. You can see. Actually, no, it's ugly. We're going to have to fix the extrusion. Well, I think that's where we're going to have to start is dialing in its flow. All right. Anyway, let me go back to the form, see if anybody new has popped in. We have some new people on the list. Greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you, thank you. Let's go up and grab the new list. Let's make sure we get the right part of the list this time. There we go. All right. Right click and copy. Come back over here. Let's go to the right screen. All right. Let's wipe everybody out. Remember, if you've already won, you only get one. Everybody only gets one. Right, Spider-Man? Paste everybody in here. There we go. There's 27 entries. Let me go back to my form. Let's see here. Sooner we'll start to cook. Sorry, guys. Casino. I'm just kind of getting caught up here. Built over bot. Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. There's a lot been going on, so bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get caught up. Got that. All right. Here we go. Somebody give me a number. How many? How many shuffles? How many shuffles? 5. Captain said 5. That's what I saw first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shuffles. All right. You guys ready for this? Built over bot. 100. Come on, man. You're killing me, Smalls. Those are rookie numbers. There we go. Tripod's getting better. I still ain't clicking that many times. Ladybug, good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Who's going to win? Who's going to be the winner? 27 entries. And the winner of roll number 3 is Will. All right. The wheel says Will. Will, congratulations. You have won yourself a spool of Polymaker filament. Pull the lever, Kronk. Dinner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes, Will, that is you. You are the Will. All right, let's go back to this screen. Let me go note you real quick on my sheet. All right. Let's find Will. Where is Will? There is Will, the Will. There he is. Winner 3. Not 5, not 2, 3. There we go. Winner number 3 is Will. All right. Don't forget, guys, like I said before, I am going to, after the stream, I'll get the codes and get everything emailed out to the winners. So please don't expect anything right away. I'm not that quick. I'm not like Mr. Steve Builds. I don't have all that stuff fun set up and automated where I can just like, here you go, and then there you go. Takes me a few. So I will get the 10 codes when everything is done, and then make sure you each get a code. We'll get that sent out to you. But yeah, you guys will have your codes hopefully by the end of the day today. If not, I will spend some time on Christmas getting those codes out to you guys. So I will make it happen. He could use a little bit of luck since everyone's always firing at him. Yes, Ladybug, I remember who you are, dear. All right. Well, let's take a look. I think I'm going to stop trying to do a temp test because I'm pretty sure that 220 is usually a pretty good number to start with PLA on faster printers anymore. So I think we're going to work more on getting getting this thing extruding properly because it looks like it's pushing more plastic than it needs. Just wipe this off with my IPA dampness. Again, I am not Mr. Proper all the time. So if you want to learn how to do things the right way, go check out Steve's streams. If you want to see an idiot in his garage with a webcam, that's this guy. Your grandson just walked in and nailed you with a Nerf bazooka. Sounds like somebody needs to get pushed down the stairs. That's all I'm saying, Da Vinci. Just a little, oops, sorry. Grandpa's old and feeble and doesn't walk very well. It's not my fault you were standing by this. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Do not go pushing small children downstairs. I know it's tempting. I have several of them myself. And boy, do I sometimes wish that I could get away with just kicking them once. Right in the shin. Maybe, maybe not. You never know. I could be kidding. Maybe I'm not. Like a slinky. Yes. You already clipped it for legal defense. Thanks, Build Overbot. Thank you very much, Bob. Greatly appreciated. All right. Flow rate test. What is this? They added in YOLO and recommended an YOLO perfectionist version. What is the YOLO test? Old values, new values. So I'm assuming it's a faster speed. Oh no, it's got all the little numbers going -5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then going 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, let's delete those. Let's just do the original test for now. Fewer tests. Okay, is it? Pass one. Discard the old test. There we go. Yeah. Looks like it's more tab. Oh, it's closer numbers. It does it in a tighter grouping. Well, we'll do the OG test. Let's just slice the plate. We really don't need the brim around everything, brim around everything, but we're gonna do it. 33 minutes gives us something to do to kill some time before we give away some more filament, right? So here we go. Let's just go ahead and let me make sure of something. Hold on. Yeah. First layer is 235 and then the 200. Yeah, no. We did something dumb there. Hold on. Just no, don't save it. Discard, go away. Let's just reopen it. I get silly. I always get confused when it comes to like transfer, don't transfer, do this, don't do that. Like sometimes it just messes with me. I wish it'd be like use old or, use new instead of transfer and discard. Because like transfer, what are we transferring? Are we transferring the new settings in, or are we transferring the old settings over? And then are we discarding the old settings, or are we discarding the new settings? Like it's confusing wordage to me, to my ADHD brain. It's discard. It's confusing wordage. All right, SVO7, back to flow rate test 1. There we go. Slice it. There we go. All right, now we should be good. Default layer line 4.2. First layer 5, 4.2, 4.5, 4.45. All right, there we go. Anyway, print and send it. There we go. We're going to send it off, see what happens. We're going to let it ride. And while we're at it, that'll give me a chance to do a little bit better looking at it. Let's go back to this camera and let's lift it up and over so you guys can have a little bit better view of everything. You guys don't need to see me as much, right? You guys aren't here for me anyway. You're here for the printers. But yeah, no, there's a big cluster of printers running around in here now, so I need to get working on stuff and start giving printers away. So the SVO7 I want to keep for a little while because I think I could definitely make it a better thing. You know what I mean? Watching while you mix some batter. Well, that's awesome. My wife, like I said, my kiddos, most of my kiddos came over this morning or were here this morning for Christmas at my house. My one son had to work today, sadly, so he was out driving truck around delivering ice. But his girlfriend came and she was here with us, with us all, and got his present for him. So she's taking that home to him. But that's what we did today. We did our Christmas here at the house. Tonight, my wife is going to make up a see that Christmas tree dip, that dessert dip with the Hostess Christmas tree cakes. I believe it's Hostess that makes those, right? The Christmas tree cakes. You take those and break them up with some cream cheese and some whipped cream, and you mix it all together in a bowl, and then you use like Nilla wafers, the little wafer cookies. Yep. We're going to have that for dessert at my sister's house tomorrow. So that's why I'm streaming today. Like I said, I normally stream on Christmas for like 8 hours. I've done that for the last couple of years, but sadly this year I wasn't going to be able to. So I figured I'll stream tonight. And when I talked to Polymaker, they said, give away some filament and do it. So I am. So we're giving away 7 more rolls to go. You have to go tonight for Christmas? Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I don't mind it. I kind of like doing things on Christmas Eve instead of Christmas Day, because then Christmas Day is usually a nice relaxing day for the wife and I. It seems like it's pushing that prime line out quite a bit more, so it's grinding a little bit when it does the prime line. Let's see. Now it's actually moving around. I can see a little better to adjust that first layer. You guys like my Christmas pajamas? These were a gift from my loving wife. Funny part is my wife and my mother-in-law are very similar because my mother-in-law got the same ones for my father-in-law. Let's see. Yeah, so like my wife got me these and didn't know it, but my mother-in-law got me these. We got my father-in-law the exact same pants. So these are our Christmas attire. So, all right. Yep. All right. We're gonna let it do its thing. Cross our fingers and pray. That first layer's not looking good, but I want to try and dial it in a little bit more when I get to that top layer and can see that top surface. See if we're getting any better, you know? If the prime is grinding, drop the extrusion amount. Yes, old curmudgeon. Yes. Look at that thing go. Yep, it's doing stuff. I'm going to turn off the LEDs. Give me a second here. Is that glare on the build plate? It's making it a little harder to see, I think. Your grandma and you have the same PJ pants? Nice. Yeah, so me and my father-in-law are rocking the same ones. It's our Christmas attire. Pretty much the next 2 days are going to be me looking like this. Because I ain't got to work. I ain't got nothing else to do. And I'm pretty much just floating around at home. So, that is what it is. We'll play around with the extrusion. I probably should actually have run the, let's push 100 mils or 100 millimeters through it and see what we're getting. Let's hit that like button. I won't argue with Will, guys. Please feel free to smash the like button if you would. Greatly appreciated. Looks a lot like a 3D printer. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's kind of amazing. Let's see here. If I come down a little bit more. Yeah, maybe if I come down a little bit more and turn the LED back on. What if we kill out some of that exposure, huh? Well, that build plate's a little too shiny, but that's okay. You guys can see that it's doing something and it's sticking. Let's see if we can just let it ride out to the end, and if we can get a successful print, I would be really happy with that. You know, even if it's not a quality print, as long as it succeeds and finishes the print, I'll be happy, you know. You find it hard to share pants with someone else. You're glad that you have your own pair. One of your enders with a 0.6 nozzle. Never did figure it out. Only happened with one type of filament. Okay. Yeah, I may swap that filament out because it is the Polymaker. It's one of their Starlight ones. I don't necessarily want to be using that all up on test prints. You know what I mean? So I might have to grab just like a plain color and throw it on it. Just to, you know, just a plain Jane filament, just to finish it out, and we'll see what happens with that. But gang, I do thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with me today, so that's awesome. I hope I'm not taking any of you away from family events. Please spend time with your family. As much as they annoy you and drive you crazy, or like mine drives me crazy, this morning included, I still enjoy having them here. I still enjoy spending time with them, and I know that the time is limited, so I want to enjoy what I've got when I've got it. If you don't have a family and you're spending it with me, I appreciate your time, and I'm glad you're here, so thank you. Just relaxing after helping the wife clean? All right. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to cut back that extrusion a little bit. It is pushing more than it needs to. I'll have to go do some snooping. But I am glad. I am glad that I did go buy this little guy. It's going to be a nice thing to have, especially if TH3D gets them 32 gigs in, or when they get them 32 gig eMMCs in. I'll be able to upgrade this thing to a 32 gig because this guy is what you need. It's like a whopping $10 part. Like $10 part on Amazon, and it was supposed to be here on Saturday, and it got here early. So, can't complain. But, yeah. I guess if anybody has one, wants one, needs one, let me know. I'll grab an Amazon link real quick, and we'll throw it in the, throw it in here for you. If you guys want to pick one up. Waiting to hear what time you have to head over for the festivities? Bearded Bucket, anytime. Just go, my man. Like I said, I appreciate you guys being here. It's not required. You don't have to be. You have families. Go spend time with them. But if you have time or you're making time, I appreciate it, and I'm glad you're here. One thing I do actually find kind of entertaining about the SV07 is that little yellow sticker right there. The Keep Hands Away from Moving Parts sticker. I don't think I've seen that on any other 3D printer. Does anybody know of any other 3D printers that have that sticker on it? It is interesting to see that. Mr. Steve Bills, I know you're probably a busy guy, probably wandering around out in the garage doing stuff, but if you are near your screen, there is the Pandora's box right there that I traded a gentleman for, and I have it. So I am going to, at some point, get the little Pandora's box here up and running. Currently, he's got a CAN bus on that tool head, and he put a not the beacon. What's the other one? Cartographer. He put a cartographer on it. Such a small bed. I don't know why you would put a cartographer on it. So I may end up pulling that off of there just because of how tiny it is. I don't think it's necessarily needed. I have other printers I can put that thing on. I know that people have their you know, you can't live without CAN bus anymore. Yeah, well, I understand that. Like I said, it's just a neat little printer. It's got CAN bus on it. I've never played around with CAN bus, so it's going to be a learning experience for me. But at some point, I'll slap that bad boy up on the table, and we'll get that little thing printing, and then just have some fun with it, you know? I don't exactly know what we're going to do, but I know what we're not going to do is leave it sitting forever. It's going to do something. The sign reads, please use laser safety goggles to prevent injury to remaining eye. Oh, I did also get a laser, another diode laser. So at some point we'll be building one of them too. So at some point we'll build a little diode laser. What time is it? About 10 minutes, guys. About 10 minutes, and we'll give away another roll of filament. We'll do another one at quarter till, and then we'll do another one at quarter after. Try and keep it on the 15s, you know, or on the quarter till and the quarter after. Push me out about every half hour that way. And then when I run out, if you leave, I understand. If you're only here for a chance to win some free filament, again, you don't have to be here to win. If you win, if I call your name and you're not here, you got your email address, I will send you an email with a code. If I don't have your email address, we'll have to figure something out, but please make sure you put your email in the form because that's where I'm going to send the code. So please double check, make sure the email is correct. If it's not right, I'm sure I'll find you somewhere else, but for the most part, I'm just going to send a little email. It'll just say, congratulations, you won a roll of filament on my stream, here's your code. So that's the plan. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking we're going to have to adjust that extrusion, or we'll throw 100 mils through it at when this is done. We'll throw 100 mils through it, make sure it's shooting 100 mils like it's supposed to. If it's going more, we'll bump back the not the E steps. The what's the proper name in Clipper now, dude? I've been away for a minute. Not the E steps. The let's see here. Somebody's going to say it before I find it. I know they will. But rotation distance. There we go. Yes, the rotation distance. Thank you, Bearded Bucket. Thank you, brother. But yeah, the rotation distance. Currently says rotation distance is set to 4.59. Probably need to go a little bit lower. Or a little higher. Right? Because the lower the number, the more you get. The higher the number, the less you get. So, yeah. So we'll have to shoot 100 mils through it, see what we get, and then go from there. Adjust the rotation distance first. Once that's done, then we can play around with other stuff. But for right now, I'm hoping this print will succeed. It's 33 minutes. We've got about another, what did I say, about 7 minutes, right? So about another 7 minutes, we'll give away another roll. See who the lucky winner is there. Ooh, I do have a bottle of water sitting here. Might as well take a drink. Got to parch the, got a little parch, so let's quench the thirst. There we go. But, Bob, I know you're floating around somewhere. At some point, man, we're going to print a better looking Dapper Dan duck than what we got off this thing the last time. Like, look how ugly this is. Look at that. Look. Hold on. Just look how ugly that is. Oh, God, that's so bad. Just so bad. It's the ugliest Dapper Dan duck I've ever pulled off of a printer. Gosh, look at that. See, look at it. Looks like he got close to a fire. Yeah, I know. So, I'm going to, yeah, we'll heat up the old hot end there. We'll throw 100 mils through it when it's done. Not very dapper. Only slightly duck. Yeah, it's a little overdone duck. So. But it is good to see this thing moving. I just feel as though I can do a better job of tweaking and tuning, and we'll definitely be doing that. And I must say, in looking at this thing, have I done PID tune on it? No, I have not. So we got to do the PID tunes too. Yeah. So we'll let this print finish. We'll let it cool down. We'll do a PID tune on the hot end and on the build plate, because why not? And then we'll extrude 100 mils of filament through, make sure our rotation distance is proper. And then once we know our rotation distance is proper, then that should help eliminate a lot of our issues. PID tuning, rotation distance, and then we can adjust extrusion and all that other fun stuff after that. So like right now, really, I'm kind of wasting time doing this print, but I'm wasting time doing this print because I want one successful print off this printer. Because the duck, as successful as it was a successful print before I screwed everything up by doing updates. Now I want to get one off it after I reflashed the eMMC and restarted the unit, you know? It did at least work. Built over bot, yes, it did at least work. And then I did updates and broke everything. So we're not doing updates because we're not trying to break it. We're going to work with the config that's currently there, plus the image and the configs that are currently there. We'll work off the current config files to modify and make them better, and then just upload config files. Down the road, we'll play around with doing whatever updates we can do to not break stuff. But Rob, it is good to see you, sir. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. Got the printer on the floor right now. It doesn't even move, so this thing is a rock star. LOL. Yes, well, Captain, hopefully after I get all this done and I get my configs out there, if you need them to have a nice base to start with yourself, you can do that and enjoy. You think you entered correctly. Rezo, is it Rezo? I'm sorry, Rezo? The dark? Let me go take a look at the sheet real quick here. The holy sheets and pants, as it were. If anybody gets that movie reference. Scroll down the list here. The name that you have in chat is different from the name that you put in here, but I see the email address, so I know that's you. So don't you worry. I've got you. We're good. And like I said, you do not have to be present to win. Yes. Yes. It's the name I see in there. So you are good. Don't worry. I've got the email address for you. The email address matches your name in chat, so we're good. Or is, I shouldn't say matches, but is close. But yes. Da Vinci says, congrats. Bought another Adventure 5M or M5 from Facebook Marketplace for $50. Known broken. The dude tried to mod it and fried nearly everything. Oh, damn. Oof. Well, fingers crossed that you can get that thing back up and running. Those adventures are pretty sweet. I do like them. I was thinking that if I fell butt first into some money, which in my father's passing, there will be a little bit, but not a lot, which I'm fine with that. I told my sister to take care of her family. My sister was the one who put up with a lot of stuff, had a lot going on in her life and took on a lot more. So my sister is taking care of things. She's the executor of the estate anyway, so let her and her family do what they do. And if anything more comes of it, great, but I wasn't ever looking to gain anything from the passing of my father other than just enjoying some time with him at the end there before he went. So I got what I got. I'm not complaining. But had I fallen into more, or if I should happen to fall into more, the goal is FlashForge has their print farm kits that you can buy. The I forget what they call them exactly. I would have to look up the link again. But there's a link on their site where you can go buy them in like multi units. You can get like 1, 5, 10, 20, I think. So it'd be kind of fun to buy 10 of them. And just line them up and send them to work. You know? Yeah, that filament is little grindy at moments. But yeah, I can understand why Tripod said this is definitely not a first printer for someone. So Tripod, it definitely makes a lot of sense because this is using the stock image right out of the box with something that your normal everyday user would do and not go through all the tweaking and tuning. So yeah, I can understand why your first impressions of this for a first time user were not the greatest, sir. Now, I plan to fix a lot of those issues and, like I said, get those configs out there. Hopefully I can do that. But yeah, it is just not great. I'm making sure. Yes, the filament is free to float. What is the temp we're currently at? Think you fixed it? Ah. Yeah, there's the name. There's the name. Yeah. Temper we at? We're at 200. There's part of the problem. We should stay at 220. Get back up there at 220-ish. Yeah. There's probably part of the issue. I got to go double check my slicer settings. Jeepers creepers. Let's go back in here. Let's go back into the filament. Let's scroll down. Yeah. It starts out at 235 and then goes down to 200. So let's go 220 and 220. I don't know why the heck they do that. Let's fix our temps to something more my understood liking. There. All right, now we have a default profile for PLA. Because yeah, now that I up the temp to 220 on that, it's not grinding anymore. So there's that. And then I gotta go tell it to stop trying to do a time lapse too. Ooh, that fan kicked up again. That fan is loud. Holy hell, this is definitely not something that you're going to want to, like, with that extra cooling fan on there. It's definitely not something that I would want to have sitting next to me the whole time. And I don't think that the cooling fan is probably necessary all the time. Bump those temps up. That's what we did. All right, hey, by the way, we missed the giveaway, guys. Giveaway time 3 minutes ago. All right, let me go grab the names off the list as of right now. Let's see here. All right, scrolling down, making sure that I am looking at it properly. I am. All right, let's grab the right list of names. Again, remember, if you won, you can only win once during the stream. You don't have to be present to win. I've already got 3 winners. My first winner is Bearded Bucket, then Da Vinci, and then Will. So if any one of you 3 should happen to win again, I apologize, but you did not win, and we will respin. Go ahead and get me some respin numbers in the old chitty chat there. Get me some respin numbers, guys, in the old chitty chats. There's the window. Bearded! Yes, Bearded Bucket's hiding. All right, I see Da Vinci had a 4, Poity had a 1, and all right, we're going to go with the first one we saw, which was Da Vinci. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go again for spool number 4. Thanks to Polymaker. And the winner is... Roger. All right, Roger. You are winner number 4, my man. You are winner number 4. So let's go find Roger on the list here. There he is. It's good. All right. Winner 4. All right. All right. Roger, you are winner number 4. Let me get this out of the way so I can see here. There we go. Science Sniper, what's going on, man? Feel free to hit the old link posted in the chats there. Enter for your chance to win a roll of Polymaker filament. We've given away 4 rolls. I've got about 6 more to go. And we're doing the giveaways about every half hour on the 15. So the next one will be given away at 3:15 my time. So feel free to get in on the giveaway. No, nobody's late. Nobody is late, my man. The stream is going for as long as the stream is going. The printer is printing at the moment. You may have missed out on a few things because during the pre-stream, I ran the stream for about an hour ahead of time because my family all left. My wife and one of my daughters were going to watch a movie that I knew I'd probably fall asleep to, and then I would miss the stream, and I didn't want to do that. So I just came out here and fired the stream up early. We got the adapter for the EMMC, which is this guy right here. We got this little adapter for the EMMC. And we pulled the EMMC out of the SV07 there. Got that flashed and got it back up and printing. Now we're doing a few different... We tried a few different things. We haven't gotten a successful print yet. But I just dialed in... I just kind of tweaked some slicer settings. The PLA profile settings. Got the temp back to somewhere where it wouldn't drop below... drop down below 220, because 220 seems to be a nice temp for PLA at these speeds. And of course the build plate's at 65. I usually run it at 60, so I kick that down a little bit. I think your name was in there twice. Well, let me go look. Let me get this back here. It'd be weird to see Martin in there twice, but let me look. Scrolling down the list, the Shrimp Father, I see you there. Don't see you there, but let's go back over here to the wheel. There's the Shrimp Father there. I got you once here. And you were right there. Huh. Well, Shrimp Daddy. Let's see, you were here. And there. Weird. Well, let's clear the list out. Now let's see. You're in there by Just Push Print and by Poity. So let me go back to the list here again and let me look and see where I find Just Push Print. Just Push Print. Yeah, I don't know how you managed to get in there twice. There's once here. Oh, well, considering we jumbled you around, you're right there. Oh, look at that. This guy. How did you do that? Well, let's delete this one out of the actual list since I keep going to it. I do see you in there twice. Get rid of that. Let's see something here. Tools, format, data. Huh. Interesting. Well, I got you out of there now, sir. You're only in there once now. Let me go down these names now, since you got me all confizzled. We're on the right screen. Let's go to the bench cam real quick. Move this down, make sure we're on the bench cam. Move this over here now so I can see chat still. Rigged. Where am I on the list? Science Sniper, you're at the bottom of the list now. You are the last entry in. So, but yes, you are in there. I still cannot get over the fact that how many of you monsters there are, man. People who don't believe in Santa. You monsters. However, I do enjoy the fact that a bunch of you said, Santa! So, yeah. See if it works this time, LOL. $10. Thank you very much, good sir. Let's throw some likes on that. We are up to number 4 of our goal of 10. 4 of 10. We are almost to the halfway point. We set a goal of 10, more or less for shits and giggles, because we could, because it's there. It greatly helps me out, so I do thank you guys, because every little bit, wherever it comes from, does help. Again, don't forget, if you want to help monetarily like today, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo links are in the link tree down below. If you'd like to do that, you don't have to. Gift those memberships, do the super chats, those things help out too. I will not be promoting honey, so do not worry about that, because Lord knows I don't need to get screwed by PayPal another way. But anyway, everyone check your super chat works. Yes, everyone check to see if your super chat works. Everybody send a super chat. Let's see if they work. Bearded Bucket, thank you for that, good sir. Greatly appreciate the hype. It might be your phone, you sent it from the desktop. Yeah, it very well could be, sir, but I got you out of there, so you're not on the list no more. Now, before I go doing something dumb, let me put this one back over here, and let's minimize that again. Now we've got the giveaway up there, ready to go when the next round goes here in about 20 minutes. There it is, $2. Thank you very much, Creator Ruckus. Thank you. Give it a little love there. That's your first super chat for the stream, and we've made it to the halfway point. We only got 5 more to go. And then after that, who knows? Maybe I'll set another one. Who knows? We'll see if it works. Yep, yours works. Thank you very much for that, Creator. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm thinking that I need to check the rotation distance. Filament Vic hitting it in there with a here. And then we also got Bearded Printer. Did it work? It looks like it worked, Bearded Printer. Thank you very much for that. It's nice to have a Bearded Bucket and a Bearded Printer in the same chat. Always nice to see that. Forgot to put your message in. Hey, not a problem, man. Look at, you got Filament Vic throwing a here sticker in, so thank you very much for that. Oh, Shrimp Daddy, I forgot to give you a little love on yours. Let me get that. Throw a thumbs up on it. There we go. I got to show you guys some love. You're doing the same for me, so I got to do the same back. Even if it is only something silly like click a button, it's showing love, you know? You haven't shaved in a week. Does that count? Filament Vic, so you're the bearded filament? Is that what it is? You got, oh yeah, and of course you got a bearded ruckus. So we've got a bearded ruckus, a bearded filament, or is it a bearded Vic? Would you rather be a bearded Vic? So we got a bearded bucket, a bearded printer, a bearded ruckus. We'll say a bearded Vic. I think bearded Vic, yeah. Bearded Vic sounds better. So we got a bearded Vic. There you go. I hear beard also, or you have a beard also, and a bearded Poity. So you got a bearded Poity, you got a bearded Dan. You know, lots of beards in here. This is why you guys all come hang out with me. It's because my beard looks like shit compared to yours, so you guys come in here to feel better about your beards. Is that what it's? Because here, let me bring mine up. Look at this thing. See, look. Look, it's not like this crazy long, like, full thing. Like, I get this weird spot right here where nothing kind of grows. It's like this side of my face is the good side. So if you ever see me, it's my left side. So if you ever see me out in public, it's the left side is the good side. At least I think it is. Could be wrong. Could be the right side. Let me see. Hold on, wait. Yeah, no, it's the right side. The right side comes in better. I just have to trim right here so you don't see this. But like this side, I have a point on my ear. Anybody else got that? That little point on their ear right here? Anybody else got that? +2 to AC. Bearded captain, oh, as well. Oh, yes, and a bearded captain. There you go. Look at that. Maker Viking's always got a beard, so he's the bearded Viking. You know, it's just like we're a stream full of bearded gentlemen. You know, there's not too many ladies in the stream. If they want to join us in the beard game, feel free to do so. I pass no judgments. If you want to grow a beard, I don't care who you are. Grow your beard. You got bearded ears. You feel beard shamed now. You just rock the old Van Dyke. Hey, Andrew, facial hair is facial hair. Just embrace it and love it. We're getting close though, guys. We got 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, we're going to do another one. If you got to buy a fake one, feel free to haggle for it. Yes. Almost 60, and just got a patch of hair on your chest. Filament Vic, I am lacking in the body hair department as well. I don't have a lot of. There's not a big chest full of hair here. Like I'm a pretty smooth guy, you know. It's kind of I guess a blessing and a curse, because you know, it's like it falls out of here, and it's been finding its way in different places, but you know, I'd rather get it back here than have it in the chest area and on the stomach and other places that men end up with hair, you know. Your kids are hairy monsters. Yeah. Yeah, my boys are blessed like me. They don't have a whole lot of hair growing. So they didn't get that side from their mother's side. They didn't get that part from their mother's side, I think, because I think my ex-wife, her family wasn't a very hairy group of individuals either, if I remember correctly. All right. Anyway, there, gents, I do need to do one thing. So let's jump back over to the right screen here, because I see something that's irritating me. Let me click on the gears. Let's click up here where it says printer name, and let's type in TEOT. There we go. Because you guys know when I get my printers, I usually tend to name them after where they came from. There goes the segue to a sponsor, Manscaped. Yeah, hey, speaking about that, if you guys need to trim your undercarriages, don't forget to check out today's sponsor, not Manscaped, because they don't pay me. Yeah, these all look like hot garbage, so we're going to do the test. Yeah, here. These all look like hot garbage. Can't make out any of those numbers, really. I mean, I know they're there. Those final layers, I mean, out of all of them, the negatives are looking better than the positives. So let's go ahead and check that. You would call it off-brand Prusa? Well, it is an SVO7, so it's more of a souped-up Ender 3, but I get you. The SVO6, that's more of an off-brand Prusa. We're just going to get rid of those. We're going to put this in here. We're going to heat the hot end up. We're going to throw 100 mils through it. Then we'll do a PID tune, and then we'll try again. And that gives us about 10 minutes. We got about 10 minutes. It looks like 11 minutes right now. And we'll do the next giveaway. So if anybody's new popping in, click the link pinned in chat. Let's go back. Save probe offset and apply. Continue. We'll let this thing come back up to the main screen. Homing. Let's home all real quick. Go back. Go to temp. I like using the touch screen. It's there, you know. Let's preheat. Click on this. Do 220 because that's about where I think I'm going to need to be. And then let's go back. Let's go to move. Oh, whoops, not action. Let's go to actions. Extrude macros. Disable steppers. No. So it's under homing. There we go. We go under the homing menu. And let's move Z up. It's going to go all the way up. We're taking it all the way to the top, guys. All the way to the top. Just a little over extrusion. Yeah, just a skosh. So we're going to check that. We're going to check and make sure that our rotation distance is correct so that the extruder is not throwing more than it needs to. We didn't need to go that high. Let's go down. There. All right. Now let me find a measuring implement. I'm sure I've got a ruler around here somewhere. And we've got a fine tip. Wait a minute. Let's do the Digital Dragon way of doing this. Where's my little stickers? Digital Dragon did this on his stream a while back. I saw this and it made way more sense. I do have some little stickers around here somewhere. If I had tape, I would use tape. Do I have tape? Let's see if we have some tape. But I saw Digital Dragon do this. It made a lot of sense because it lets you get way more accurate than a line. But at the same time, if you use tape and the tape gets sucked into the extruder, that's a bad thing. So we'll just use a marker because I can't find tape or sticker, the proper sticker I want to use. So we'll just use a marker. You're excited to see a 3D printed F1 with all electric in the future. It'll be fun, bud. It'll be fun. It'll be a great project. I can't wait to see what you get done with it. You know what I mean? It's going to be fun. Let's see here. Let's pull some extra filament out. Set the ruler flat. Pull it up here. Bring my eyeballs down to size. Get right at the 10 and the 11 and the 12. So that's going to be 100, 110, 120. I hope it's not shooting more than 20s when we do this. That's heated up. Let's go back. Let's go to, so under action, extrude, and then we're going to tell it to do 25 at 5 because be safe. And now let's tell it to go ahead and extrude. Well, it's almost up to temp. Give it a little bit more. Let's go to the bench. There we go. And then let's bring you guys up. There we go. As the line comes into frame, I'll tell you where it's at. But ready? We're going to go ahead and extrude now. 1. It's only doing 25. 2. 3. Whoops. 3. Here we go. Line is right here. There's 3. And here goes 4. And wow. It's not the rotation distance is right, guys. Its rotational distance is correct. It stopped right, like right there at the top of the head. So the rotational distance is correct. It's going to be something with the extrusion. So we're going to have to play around with the extrusion multiplier and fix that. So, all right, rotational distance is accurate. It is correct. We do not have to adjust the rotational distance, but we do need to adjust extrusion. So, extrusion multiplier. Let's just go do some snooping. This is what the stream is about, right? It's like learning and doing dumb things, and I do the research so you don't have to. Well, Science Sniper, man, all you can do is just reach out to him and ask, man. That's all you can do. Let them know what you're doing, tell them what's going on, and see if it's something that will interest them. You can let them know you currently have a sponsor, but you know that they offer, but like, more unique materials, and you're hoping to maybe work with them with those unique materials on this project, and then bring the info to them, see what they say. That's all you can do, man, is just ask. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It's not who you know, it's what you do. You harass somebody long enough, maybe they'll take you under their wing. So just give them an email, shoot an email to their support. Say, hey, this is the project I'm working on. This is what I'm trying to do. I would really like to try out your filaments for it. Is there any way maybe you guys would be interested in sending me some stuff so I could print some basic parts to do some testing with? Also to show you guys what I'm doing and that I'm serious about the project. And if you guys are interested in working with me after that, let's go. Nice. Worst they can say is no or ignore. And if they say no or ignore, give it some time and ask again. But don't ask every 5 minutes. Don't do that. You're doing the cauliflower right now because you just said did the rotation distance, and I've been avoiding it. Now I have to do it. Yeah, Vic, it's not a terrible thing, man. And the nice part is there's a lot of different calculators out there. I believe that rotation. Well, let's see here. Rotation distance calculator clipper. Who is it? There's this service.uplink.de that I've used. I know TH3D has one on their website as well. You can use their rotation distance calculator. Let me throw TH3Ds in there for you. There you go. There's the link to the TH3D one. You basically have to tell them what stepper you're using. Is it a 1.8 or a 0.9? Tell them your micro steps, which these are all things you can find from within your config file. And then you just go into enter your current steps per millimeter, so the number, and then it'll tell you rotation, your rotation distance. It shows you that in there. But then, again, there is another one. I believe it is, let's see here. Was this the one I used? Yeah, because this one here, it just tells, this one's a pretty basic one as well. Let me grab this one, copy, Control V. This one, I like using this one. Nothing against the TH3D one, but I like using this one. I just tell it to shoot out they say 50 in here. It tells you to extrude 50 millimeters. I do 100 every time, just because. Then tell your previous rotational distance, the amount that was extruded, and then requested distance. So you tell it what actually was extruded, and then how much was requested, or like how much actually came out. So like if I come back here, you can see that. Previous rotational distance, so you put in the number that's in your current config file for rotation distance for the extruder. The actual distance you told it to go, or the actual distance, which was how far it actually went, and then your requested, which was, in this case, I do 100, so I put in 100. But for me, it hit right on. But yeah, so this is the one, this one right here is the one that you'll want to probably use then for just the quick basic down and dirty. Merry Christmas, Tin Talon. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Boom. Give that some love and a like. There we go. We got 8. We're only 2 away, and we're 2 minutes away. So let's close this. Let's come back here. You can see the wheel is clear. Let me go. If you guys haven't done it yet, you got 2 minutes. Click the link that's pinned in the chat up above. You do not have to be present to win. I will send you an email with the code just because it is the holidays and I want you guys to spend time with your family. But if you're here now, why not potentially get a roll of filament sponsored by Polymaker? Thank you again, Polymaker. Polymaker is now making a lot of their filament here in Texas, in the United States. They still have a lot of it that is being produced overseas, but there is now filament being made in the United States by Polymaker in the fine state of Texas. That's where you can get it. So, if you want some, get some. If you don't want some, you can win some. So, you'll want some anyway. But I am 1 minute away, so let me see here. All right, we're going to bring up the list again. See if there's anybody new. We got Bearded Printer. You snuck in there twice. I caught you that time. So we'll pull one of you out of there. I don't know why it went in twice, unless it was something that happened, but right click. Let's delete that row out of there. There we go. Looks like Slim is in the list now. We got a Slim in the list. He snuck in there. That's all right, bearded printer. I got you. I don't want anybody mad thinking that it's rigged because you snuck in there twice. You know of 2 places in Texas and 1 in Florida that are making filament now. Yep, I know of one that's also in the Delaware area. Printed solid. And they're Jesse lines of filament. And I actually believe they're making Prusament now, too. How many times can I sneak in, Maker Viking? I'll catch you, buddy. You thought you hit pause for the second one? That's all good, man. I got you. Don't worry about it. You've been noticeably better printing with Filicube than Poly or Jesse. Nice. No, I get it, man. I get it. It's what works. You know what I'm saying? Slim Gig, there you are. I saw you on the list, and I didn't see you in chat, so it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Like I said, man, I always try to be a happy guy. Sometimes I'm not. I do apologize when I'm not, but you know, we all got stuff going on in our lives, you know. And it is now 1 minute past. You guys let me talk through. So let's go ahead and grab the list again. Get up to the top here. Come down 1, right click, hit the old copy. Come back over here to the wheel. Whoops, let's minimize that. Go to the wheel, hit paste. All right, you guys know the routine. Give me number of shuffles and we'll ruffles the shuffles. There's 39 there. 7. Captain, you came in with a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. All right. You guys ready for this? You guys ready? Boom. We hit the spin. Who is the winner this time? Remember, if you've already won, you cannot win again. So sorry if you won and I got to respin, but it looks like it is Tanner 3D. Tanner 3D, congratulations, good sir. You have won. I believe that's what, spool number 5, right? Are we on number 5 now, right? Let me get my mouse back. Let me take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that was number 5. So let's find Tanner 3D in the list. Where's he at? Tanner, where are you at? I know you're in here. There you are. Bam. Tanner, you are winner number 5. Winner 5. There you go. We are halfway through the number of rolls of filament that I am allowed to give away today, so I thank you guys for that. All right, Mr. Tanner, you are lucky number 5. That's the first thing you've won since the Fun King stream? So it's been a while. Yeah, well, hey, congratulations, good sir. You're going to have a code coming to your email. It's a $35 value. You get yourself a roll of Polymaker filament to play around with. You use that to do some more of the demos on your, some more of your models and such. Because, you know, for those who don't know, Tanner 3D does a lot of designs. He's got some pretty awesome, like, futuristic military style stuff he's working on, Jeeps and other vehicles. What's the latest one you've been working on? I've been following it, but I can't remember off the top of my head, and I don't want to kill the name. So, but yes, prototyping costs for sure. And when you can win free filament, that definitely helps out. Goliath, that's right. The Goliath is what he's been working on. You can join his Patreon if you want to, guys. Feel free to go join his Patreon. You get all of his models to play around with when he puts them out. 10 pounds already and it's not done. Holy crap. That is a lot of plastic, good sir. Damn. But yeah, guys, if you want to, if you're feeling up to it, if you're looking for a new Patreon to follow and you're not on Mr. Tanner's, go ahead and give him some love. Mr. Ricky Lee Tanner, if you would please, Tanner 3D, the Music Man, if you could, drop the link. I believe you should be able to post the link if you can. Post the link to your Patreon in case people want to go and show you some love. Let me add you as a moderator, by the way. I don't know why I haven't in the past, but there you go. You are now a moderator, sir, so I know you can definitely post links now. So feel free to do so. For those who wonder why I just made Tanner 3D a mod on my channel, Tanner 3D and I have been friends since I got into 3D printing back in like 2019. So he has been around for a long time. I know you haven't seen him a lot because he didn't do much on the old Twitches when I was over there. And a lot of you come from Twitch when I made the transition from YouTube to Twitch and then now back to YouTube. So thank you for all of you. But Maker Viking and Tanner 3D and Old Curmudgeon, they are definitely three of my OGs that have been around for quite some time. 3D Medic Vince, Tripod, a lot of those guys, they've all been around for the longest of times. Off Axis came into the picture not that long after. And he's my wife's favorite of all of my 3D printing friends. And for those of you who don't know why, Off Axis does a lot of awesome things outside of here. So yes. Don't worry, Off Axis, you're still one too. Jeff, just click the link. I still have filament to give away. Don't worry. We still have 5 more rolls. 5. The stream ain't over and we got 5 to go. So feel free to click the link. It's still live. It's still up there. Feel free, click it. When I get to the last roll, I'll take the link out and that'll be the end of it. Won't be accepting anymore. But for right now, you can either click the link in the description. If you can't see it there, it's posted at the top of the chat. So click it and have fun. Yeah, you are her favorite. And you'd be her favorite for sure if you get that Norwegian forest cat here, you know. Well, thank you, Off Axis. Thank you. You are definitely top of the list, my buddy. You are one of my favorites. I can't pick favorites because there's so many good people in this community that have shown me so much love and support over the years. It would be hard for me to pick one as a favorite. So many of you are my favorites. Formula 1 model is done. Nice, Science Sniper. It is done. Now you just got to get that material. And like I said, just reach out to Polymaker, tell them what you're doing, see if they're interested. You've got Lenovo on board sponsoring computers to help you out, so that's pretty freaking sweet. Make sure you mention that when you talk to them, that Lenovo is sponsoring some computers for the project. And then who did you say is helping you with the electronics for that? Make sure you mention those guys too when you talk to them. Tell them I already got sponsors for the project. These are some of the things that are being sponsored and the companies that are sponsoring them. It's always good to let them know who's already working with you because that helps companies be more comfortable wanting to work with you if they haven't in the past. So make sure you do that. Click the link and registered. Thanks. I do have subscribed and the bell notified, all that. Yeah, you know how YouTube is, man. YouTube never does the right thing. You know, they never notify you like they're supposed to. So we blame YouTube for that. But we still have 5 more spools to give away. It is 1 spool per person on the stream. So if you've already won and your name gets called again, we're re-spinning. So, and you do not have to be present, Jeff. So if you have plans going on with your family right now, feel free to go do things with your family, have fun and enjoy them during this holiday season. I will never tell anyone to take time away from their family to hang out with this face, this face. Do not have to take time away from your family to win during the holidays. There are going to be streams, you know, when I stream in the, you know, going forward, where it'll be like, you know, must be present to win. But this is one of those, it's a holiday. I'm not going to keep you here. If you've popped in, even if it's for 2 minutes to say, hey, and you filled out the form and you're going back to do stuff with your family, pop in, say, hey, filled out the form, just going back to spend time with my family. Understand completely, and you have a great, you know, great time. Just working on your other screen. Ah, there you go. Yeah, Jeff, I understand that. I almost streamed from work yesterday, but I was like, I don't want to get myself in trouble for that. So I did not. I just worked on some other stuff while I was at work. And Thursday when I go back, I'll have Thursday and Friday this week where I'll have to do my 9 to 5, my real job. I'll have to do that Thursday and Friday. And then depending on how far I get, I may be taking Monday and Tuesday off next week. And then I'll have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. So then I'll have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. And then I'll go back in Thursday and Friday before everyone returns on Monday and get whatever miscellaneous things need done. My hope was to actually take the entire Christmas vacation off, because for those who don't know, I work IT in a school, and schools aren't in session for the next 2 weeks, at least here in the States, because of the Christmas holiday and New Year's. Those are two things that take us out. So I usually don't have too much going on, but you know, it's nice to be able to work from home. You can multitask. Yes, I wish I could work from home more. I'm back. How's it going? Not too bad, JPP. JPP, if you haven't filled out the form, the link is posted. Fill out the form. I've already given away 5 rolls of filament. We've got 5 more to go. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. This thing did print at print. I thought maybe there was rotational distance issues. It's not. So we have got to check and see why we are getting some very ugly over extrusion still. So we're going to have to play with the extrusion multiplier and turn that down some, because it is... Part of that may even be, too, because the temps were a little messed up when it got to that layer, because it was after that that I adjusted the temps. So it could very well be temperatures were the problem, because looking at these now, those layers are inset a little bit more, you know. Nozzle size set correctly. As far as I know, 3D Printing Santa did not change the nozzle on this, so it should be a 0.4 nozzle. I'll double check in the slicer, make sure that it is a 0.4 nozzle. But, you know, you can kind of see that in those top layers there, because that's the important part. It's ugly, but it's not that ugly. But where the numbers were is when the temp went down too much. So, yeah. Make sure your flow rate isn't set to 1000234102340. All right. I will take a look at that. I got an ESUN roll that was 0.168. Holy crap. Too much flow, looks like. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But I'm also thinking that temp was a problem. So I'm gonna re-slice this. So let's go back into the slicer itself with the updated temp settings for the filament. Let's go back in here. We updated it. Now we have it set to first layer and other layers to 220. The first layer and all layers after set to 60 on the bed. Flow rate is currently 9.8. I know that's probably going to have to go up or down, but we'll cross that bridge once we're done with this test. And then, of course, our max volumetric flow is currently set to 24 millimeters cubed per second. Isn't that the cube method of tuning pressure advance? I believe. You're running low on a few colors. Nice. Got the form filled out. All right, thank you, sir. But yeah, so let's do something here. We've got some time to kill. We've got about a little over 15 minutes till the next giveaway. There's all you guys again. I want to click here. I want to see something. Let's go do a Solvol SB07. What was I looking at? I got myself confused with all the numbers I was looking at there. Let's see here. We were looking at flow rate and max volumetric speed. That's where we were at. Max volumetric speed. I want to check something. Max volumetric speed. I just want to see if there's anything in here where maybe somebody talks about turning that max volumetric speed up or down a little bit to help a little bit. Orca slicer. Bam. All right. Sparse infill speed, determine max print speed, volumetric flow. That was back from October of last year. What we got here? Yeah, 24 seems a bit optimistic. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think you have yours at 15 and it's set to 50, or oh yeah, here's a stock and it sets 15. Well, for some reason, this profile, when I set it up, yeah, see, because right here, according to this, it says 15, but for some reason in here, it's throwing it at 24. So let's turn that back down to 15 just for, you know, that's what AI is telling me. So let's just go ahead and set that back down to 15 because I think that max volumetric speed might be part of my issue that we were seeing. So we'll put that back down at 15 and then we'll rerun this again. 24 is for calibration. Oh yeah, that's right, because we are running these in for calibration side. That's right. So it probably did adjust it for that. Well, let's close this. Let's do this. Let's go File, New Project. We'll say no, we don't want to save it. And we want to discard the changes. I think we want to discard changes. Like I said, that part confuses me. Now let's go ahead and click on here. We have it at 15. I think it's because I saved it. So it's in 15. Still at 0.98 for our flow rate. Those are two numbers that I know we got to mess around with. And then, of course, pressure advance. We may have to play around with that too. But we'll leave that for a moment. Let's go to calibrate now. Now let's go ahead and tell it pass 1. Get those in there. Now for giggles, let's just take a look after we slice it. Let's take a look and see if it changed anything. Nope, now it says 15. All right, well, we will leave that alone. I keep pushing out filament until it fails. Yep. Well, it is saying 15 now. So let's just see if that helped any. So we're going to change that back to 15 from the 24 that it was currently set at. That does change our speed down by 2 minutes. And we got about 14 minutes, speaking of minutes, until we do the next roll of filament. But that being said, we got this thing sliced. Let's go ahead and hit print, and let's upload it to the printer. Wait, before we send it off, let me check my things. We got 220, 220, 60, 60, and 15. All right, those are the only numbers that we have changed in here. That's our default profile that I like to use to start with. Let's hit print, and we're sending it off. And now it'll go. Once it's complete, it's supposed to change. There it goes. Change the screen. There we go. So now we're back at this, but for the sake of you guys watching on your computers at home, let's go back to the web page where I have increased the view, increased the zoom. The changes are in the individual objects. Ah, yes. Da Vinci, yes. But there we go. Let's just see how this does now with that number not being set at 24. Let's just see if things look a little nicer. I think that's probably going to be part of it because it was trying to push the volumetric speed to 24. And I think that probably was part of my issue. 98 extrusion. It's usually in the low 90s on your rotation. Was spotted on last I checked. JD, can you take a look at your extrusion and see your extrusion multiplier there? Check and see if you're at a 0.98 or what yours is at. AFK lurking. All right, old curmudgeon. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Spend time with your family. Do some work. Do whatever you got to do. I'm keeping the original first one here so we can kind of compare it when it's done. But there it is. Also got to look this thing up and see if I find if any of you guys are bored right now while you're watching, the MakerBase EMMC, if you guys find a 3D printed model for this thing, let me know. Because I would like to, like I said, print a little housing. It's the one that has the SD card reader on one side and then the eMMC plug on the other. So if you should happen to find this model, let me know. My assistance has been requested to Ready Festivals. Take care. Have a great stream. Bearded Bucket Brother, thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships today and the little, helping me get to my goal and super chats and the hype and everything. You are an awesome person. Have a great time. Spend it with your family and loved ones. Talk to you later, good sir. You go do your thing. You print ABS on yours. You have it set to 9.27 running at 0.6 nozzle. Okay. See, so I'll have to definitely check the numbers myself then because you're running a different nozzle and definitely hotter for a different material. So let's move this down and see what's going on down here. Right. Well, I didn't hear clicking that time when it did the purge line, so that's good. That's a little something. Plus, I'm going to have to check that first layer because I think it was putting out for the, it was pushing some serious filament there. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let's put you guys back up in there a little bit more. But we'll see how much better or worse this thing looks. We've got 10 minutes till the next filament, next roll of filament giveaway. So put that there. Let's jump to there. You guys can't really see much. Let me move you down some. Oh, wow, look at it. It's already rolling up. I probably should have cleaned the bed first, huh, guys? You watch me do a bunch of crap and touch that bed a bunch. Look at that. It's already curling right over here, but wow, a lot of it didn't stick. So let's go ahead and cancel that. Click here, pause, stop, cancel it, just get rid of it. Let's pull that thing off of there. Yeah. All right, give me a second. Yeah, changing that. Yeah, I got my greasy, oily fingers all over it and didn't wipe it down first because I was touching all over that build plate when I took that off of there. That's all right. Throw a little more IPA on it. Grab the old microfiber here and rub it in real good. Peeling. Power of your beer to prevent prints from peeling off the build plate. I wish I could summon the power of mine, but mine is not as luscious as yours, bearded printer. I wish it were, but it is not. All right, let's go ahead and restart now. I have such high hopes for this machine, and it's because it was another one of those like clipper-based machines, so I really was kind of pushing for that. You know what I mean? I was wanting it to be good. Go to the site. Yet, MKS EMMC adapter case. Maxim M2. This case is for the adapter with the SSD on it, or with the micro SD and the eMMC to 3.0 adapter. Is that a 3.0? Yes, it is. It's blue. So it should be a 3.0 adapter, so that should be it. It's a pretty slick looking case. Has a random hole cutout for the LED that's on here, and it does say USB 3 on it, so it's definitely it. Thank you, JPP. Vision Miner nanopolymer adhesive for the win. I know, I don't have any more Vision Miner. I'm out. Maybe I should hit them up. I should have hit them up, see if they want to give away some filament, huh? Let's take a look at the 3D models real quick here. Look at that. There's the main piece. Got a couple little dimples that it locks into. And let's go to the cap. There's the cap with the dimples. Nice. All right. Let's see how we go this time. We gotta be ready. Gotta be ready. Let's see. Let's feel this layer. How's it feeling? Pretty good. Pretty good. The light is so far forward, though. That is crazy how far out that thing sticks and how far away from the nozzle it really is. So the light really only helps after it's moved away. It's not showing it as it's coming out. Maybe that extra 5 degrees on the bed will be important, huh? So it looks like we're getting some curling here. Well, let's do this then. Let's click here. Let's bump that up by 5. No, not that one. Go down 5. You want to click that one and go. There we go. Yeah, because we are not sticking again. I'm going to swap the filament just for giggles. I'm not saying that it is the filament. I don't believe that it is. But we got to eliminate possible headaches or possibles. Because, yeah, we're getting... Oh, no. We needed to smash that first layer some more. Because since we changed that max, it's sticking, but it's not sticking together. Ha! See? Emotional damage right there. Might be too cool or cold room temp. Yeah, it is chilly in here. My office does not have the greatest of heating. So, there is that. The layers are just... Since I adjusted that, they're not getting as close as they need to. So we have to play around with some stuff. But just for giggles, let's go back to main menu now. Let's go to actions, extrusion, unload. There we go. Let's get that filament out of there. There we go. We're going to try the Pesriwinkle, because I got that right there. Narrow down the variables. We get the same results on a different roll of filament. We know that it's not the filament, it is definitely the printer. But if we change out the filaments and we're good, we're good. Up the first layer to 212 to 215. It's currently printing at 220. So I'm printing 220 on the first layer and 220 on every layer thereafter. So I print 220 usually on PLA when I'm printed with higher speed machines like this. So I usually print 220 for PLA, or at least to start. Usually. Tuck in the filament and hit load. Oh, of course, it's going to tell me the temp needs to go up, so hit temp. Boom. There we go. There. Filament's at least in there. Then we can go ahead and throw that at it. JPP, did you find me another one too? Go to the site. Ah, yes, the test disk for Z offset calibration. All right. It's Kevin's disk too. Look at you finding me the test disk from K2 Kevin. Download that. Test bed Z-disk holder. Look at that. Kevin even made a little holder to hold the discs once you're done. Let's go ahead and download the file. There we go. Let's click on it. Let's load up good old Orca Slicer. We'll run K2 Kevin's disk. Why not? Oh, yep. All right. We got K2 Kevin's little bed level disc. Because, you know, I could make a box, make it 0.2 tall, but it's actually funny because this thing's got the line widths set to 0.42 for the default line width. Let me go to right screen here. You can see that the first layer prints at 0.2. Well, the layers printed at a 0.2 layer height, with the first layer being 0.3. So it's printing a fatter line for the first one. Firefox just crashed the whole tab. Well, sorry, JPP. As far as I know, no. This has not had that issue. Looking at the build plate, there's no gouges or anything in it. 3D Printing Santa gave it to me, and the build plate looks perfect on both sides. And being as I saw 3D Printing Santa's video on this, it was on his YouTube. Fatter line, boys. Yep, first layer is a fatter line, but then you got your line widths. You got a 0.42, Then your first layer is a 0.5, obviously, because you're printing a fatter line. Then it goes outer wall 0.42, inner wall 0.45, top 0.45, sparse infill is 0.5. Internal solid infill is 0.45 and supports is a 0.45. So let's first go to file. Let's go to new project. No, start over, click here, grab the disk, open it, slice it, and let's turn off the brim. Let's see if it uses a brim when we set to auto. Didn't think so. There we go. All right. Now that we got it warmed up, though, let's go back to the device tab. Scroll down here. Whoops. Load filament. Where's my loads? There we go. Load filament. Move it over since it's not connected. Let's see. What do we got for our color? Still the same stuff. All right. Well, let's go ahead and purge a little bit more. We got it doing 25 and 5 and extrude. There we go. We got purple coming out now. All right. Purple's coming out. There we go. And the printer gone. Oh, Science Cyber. Thicker, not fatter. Yes. Do what now? It's thick, boys. Hey, Mad Cats, don't forget to click the link pinned at the top of the chat. Enter yourself for a chance to win yourself a roll of the Polymaker filament. Let's go ahead and send this disk off. It's a 2-minute print, and I can adjust my first layer a little bit more. Thicker than a Snicker. You mean the one that you already clicked? Yeah, that one. Oh, we got to do a giveaway too. Well, dadgummit. Let's go ahead and close this, and let's come back here, and let's take all these names out. Wipe the list and start again. Shift, and let's just clear this all out. Make sure there's no names left. Wheel's empty. Let me go back to the giveaway. Let's start up here at the top, work our way to the bottom. Make sure that we don't have any repeat customers. There we go. Right click, copy, come back over here and paste. Somebody get ready and give me a shuffle number. What's the shuffle number? What's the shuffle number? Numbers of shuffles. 5, says JPP. Bearded printer came in with a 9. We're going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go. And the winner is... It's spinning, so I don't know yet. Uh-oh. Remember, if you've already won, you cannot win again. Bearded printer. Bearded printer. I don't think you won yet, did you? Don't believe you did. Let's see, where's that bearded printer? Bearded printer, no you did not, but there you go, good sir. You are winner number 6. Bearded printer. Winner 6. You have won the 6th roll of filament, sir. Thank you very much for playing the game. You are the winner. Or as they like to say, you are the wiener. Okay, so yeah. We definitely got to squish that some more. So let's go into fine tuning. And let's see, we're on. Okay. Okay, leave it there. There we go. All right. That first layer is still leaving room for desire, but it works. It's squished again. Man, that thing was way off. I was way off. There you go. Did you miss anything? All everybody's gone. Red light. What's going on, good sir? Nope. Just hit the link at the top and enter for your chance to win one of the what was it? 3 remaining spools I got left. Right? Was that number 6? So yeah, we've got 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we just did 6. So there's 4 more to go. So we're giving away some Polymaker filament, red light. So make sure you get on the list. But I see the last guy on the list is in here, so I caught him. I got him. We're good. All right. All right, gang. Make sure you're on the list. And remember, if you won once already tonight, or not here, anyway, if you won once here tonight, you can't win again. So if you do see your name again, we're going to respin and give it to somebody else. Yeah, we've got too much tweaking to do. Oh, the layers got better, but there was some nasty in there. All right. Let's save probe offset and apply. I didn't want to shut down, so hopefully it doesn't shut down. Yeah. I mean, we're getting somewhere with it. We are getting somewhere with it. Oh, Filament Vic, did you try to play the game twice? I tell ya, you people and your trader and ways. Oh, all right, let me find you. Yep. All right, let's delete that row out. Man, I try to keep it honest. Oh, you guys are killing me here, Smalls. It's all right. It's all right. We fixed it. I fixed it. Yeah, so I know, Science Sniper. I know. That's why we just kind of stream and play around and mess with stuff. It's all good, Phil and Vic. I love you, man. I'm just playing. Just playing, good sir. Don't you worry. Just love giving a hard time. But, yeah. So this was that test. The layers are finally touching, but you can see that it was not at first. And, yeah. But it's touching. We're getting somewhere, but you can see we get some good spots and some not so good spots in there. So it's all right. We can roll it back a little bit more. It's not a big deal. But slowly but surely, a little bit of filament at a time, we will get there. We will get there. This is a roll of Pesriwinkle that I won, so I did not pay for this, so using it is good. Plus, it's a nice, pretty color. You know? It's a nice, pretty color. I'm sure one day I'll stop giving away Polymaker filament so I can win some. You know, I always feel weird entering giveaways knowing I give away Polymaker filament, and I'm working with them on that. However, I will tell you guys, do you guys know who Roman Atwood is? The YouTuber Roman Atwood, do you guys know who he is? I'm sure a lot of you guys do. You're older like me. You probably watched his videos back in the day. If you do, did you see his new channel? I'm not promoting for him. He does good enough on his own. He don't need some schmuck like me to do that. But I had a thought in my head. And I posted it on X a while back. And I know some of you have seen it. But my 46th birthday is coming up here in January, next month. It's on Saturday. It's on a Saturday. And I thought that it would be kind of cool to go and stream. He bought himself a laundromat. Thought it'd be kind of cool for my birthday to go visit the laundromat and do a stream from the laundromat. And I know that in tagging Polymaker and Micro Swiss, they're on board for anything silly that we could do. And even if I don't go there, I still want to have a stream on my birthday. So I'll probably spend some time in the morning hanging out with you guys that Saturday, and then spend that evening with my family doing something with my wife and kids. But I was just gonna say, if you guys, he's pretty active over on the X. So if you're not on X, this doesn't help. But if you are, maybe tag Roman Atwood and tell him that he should let me come stream from the laundromat. Because I was thinking we could give away filament. I don't know how crazy Polymaker wants to go, but figured maybe I could stream from there. We could do some 3D printing there, stuff like that. A pound of coal. That's what the giveaway is for. Yeah, no, we're doing Polymaker filament. I've got 4 rolls left to give. We're doing another one here on the quarter after and the quarter till. So every half hour on the quarter after and the quarter till. So right now I've got, looks like we got what, 19 minutes? Yeah, it was like 19 minutes on my end. So 19 minutes till the next giveaway. So if you have not entered, fill out the form and you can win yourself a roll of Polymaker filament anywhere Polymaker ships. Captain, yeah, he not the IRS, but the Ohio Gaming Commission said that he couldn't have the claw machine. He had a claw machine in there, and he was giving out prizes valued at greater than $10. So, yeah, so he couldn't. He had to change that. So he's got prizes in there valued at under $10 now, so he doesn't get in trouble because he had given away like one of their gaming chairs, which is pretty expensive, I guess. He's never sold one. But then they did like a PlayStation 5 and some other stuff. They were all some high dollar stuff, so he was making good money doing that, but then the gaming commission said he had to get a special license to do that, or he had to just put in stuff under that, $10 and under. JPP, I do not. I do not have any videos out on how to do any like forked branches of Clipper instead of doing the main sail stuff. I guess that's not completely true because I just showed how to take the Solval image for this thing and flash it to it. So I guess technically this stream could be because it's a forked version of the Clipper, but you know. Yeah, everything I've done is pretty much mainline though when it comes to just like straight Clipper installs. There's no like forked or branched versions of it that I've done. I did look into Danger Clipper a little bit there. That guy actually has the OG Danger Clipper on it, not the new Calico. That has the OG Danger Clipper on it, and some of the other stuff that's out there I'm not against looking at. I just haven't done anything with it. Yes. Poking around in the menus, you would see where you can use the different fork. Yeah, you can use the Clipper install and upgrade helper, and then yeah, there's ways to pull in different variants of Clipper in and have it pull those. So not right now, Science Sniper. No, I'm streaming, so but not right now, not while streaming. It's just me on here. I don't pull people in and chat on streams. So yeah, but afterwards we'll see. Because after I get done with this, I got to go in the house. It is holiday time. Maybe after the 25th. So today, tomorrow might be a little rough, but the 26th, 27th, I may have some time. Like I said, I'll be at work, and while I'm at work, it's going to be a lot of the monotonous same thing over and over again. So definitely 26th, 27th, we can do something. Don't know if it's an error in the GitHub or what. What was that? Hold on. Keep getting an issue when you're trying to install a forked Clipper for the touchscreen. Well, JPV, again, 26th, 27th, we can make some time and talk, you know. He doesn't do that anymore. He's a different Dan now. Yes, I am. I'm new Dan. I'm not old Dan. That's not to say that, you know, we won't do a hangout stream. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Hell, maybe tomorrow, if nobody's got anything going on, we can actually do like a Christmas hangout stream when I get home tomorrow night. So, you never know. Got to bounce, Dan. Appreciate the stream as always. You and yours, your family and thoughts. Hey, Poity, thank you, brother. Have a good one. Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail. Merry Christmas. And I'm sure I'll see you before the new year. But if I don't, Happy New Year. Everybody show Poity some love. New Dan and Alien or not and Alien? I am not an alien. I just knew Dan as in, you know, because like if you watch the Edge Tech, if you watch the Hot Makes, they always say New Dan because I changed my name a while back from DB3D because I was tired of being lost in the 3D alphabet to MakerMind Nexus. And it's not really my name, it's just my presence online is MakerMind Nexus. I'm still just Dan. That part hasn't changed. Like I still like people call me Dan. You know, some people call me Maker, some call me Nexus, but for the most part everybody just calls me Dan. For those who know me, I'm Dan. Even Steve Builds knows me as Dan, not just MakerMind Nexus. Steve's good people though. Everybody go show Steve some love. I got a bloop on my phone. What was it? It was not. Yeah, my neighbor. What's my neighbor saying? Neighbor asked if I had a football. I do not. My mother-in-law messaging me too. Okay. There, I've responded to the messages to my family and my neighbor. By neighbor, I mean like the one who lives like right next door to me. Neighbor. Well, Captain, I'm glad you're here. I hope you come back, man. Calls me different. Yeah, my wife too, man. That's reserved for her. Yeah, my wife has the same name for me. It's amazing how that pet name sticks across most men, isn't it? Like we get married and our wives come up with those cute little nicknames like that for us. Yeah, like you know, I call my wife Fuckface. It's an interesting story. I one time we were sitting there and she kept asking me, "Do you love me? Why do you love me?" You know, doing that thing. And I said, "Yes, I love you, Fuckface." And then she said, "Well, I love you too, Fuckface." And then it just became our cute little pet name for each other. So, you know, watching the videos for a while, just never caught the live. Ah, well, I'm glad you could catch a live, man. Granted, it's a holiday, but you know, you're here, so I'm glad you're here. Uh, let's see, where are we at? 4:03. We got 12 minutes. 12 minutes till the next giveaway. If you have not entered, click the link up there. It's right over there in chat. Click the link, and then you can be entered for your chance to win a roll of Polymaker filament. We're giving away 10. We've given away 7 now, right? 6? 6. We've given away 6. So this will be number 7. So whoever the winner is will be number 7. We got Bearded, Printer, Tanner, 3D, Roger, Will, Da Vinci, and Bearded Bucket. Let's make sure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there we go. There's our 6. I'm matching them up to make sure. I didn't want to throw anything off. Ta-da. Yeah, it's very true. There's a lot of the channels now that they went from doing stuff like this, messing around with printers, even if it's just, you know, like the basic stuff where like right now I'm chatting more than I'm doing anything, but just nice to see somebody go through and like do things with the printers. And that was the thought behind when I said I was going to start this 3D printing rehab project where I'm going to take these old printers, like these old printers, and just fix them up and give them away. And that's where when I went to visit 3D Printing Santa, aka Jim from the Edge of Tech. He gave me a bunch of printers. I took a ride up. I thought I was only gonna get like two or three or four maybe, and came back with way more than that, 9 to be exact. And a lot of those we're going to fix up and do a lot of different tweaking and tuning and stuff on streams, get them printing decently, and then we're going to gift them to people. Just I look for people around my area. I'm not looking to try and like ship these to people. But like I've told people, if you have someone in mind that you want to, have a printer worked on for, let me know, bring it here. We'll tinker around with it, play around with it. We'll get it up and printing, and then we'll work on how to get it to wherever it's got to go, But I'm not looking to be shipping printers all over the place. I can't afford that. You guys can't afford that. So it's mostly just trying to find people who can't afford to get into 3D printing that live in my general area, say within like 100 miles, figure like a half day thing. Be able to get printers out to those people, those, groups, stuff like that. And then Polymaker, I told them the idea. They said, yeah, we'll give you some filament. So they gave me filament to give away with them. So I have spools of filament sitting here. This is the supply for the giveaway. I'm getting kind of low. I've got 6 spools left. I usually give 2 to 3 rolls with every printer so that they've got something to get them started. And then usually I tell them, like the rule is, it's like, I'm giving you the printer. You got to put in some legwork now, like you don't have to go out and find money to buy a printer and learn how to use it. Now you just got to learn how to use it, and then you can take that printer, print stuff and make money. So it can help them, kind of kickstart something else, Gave some of your enders to a local middle school for STEM. Nice. Yeah. The STEM classes at the school where I'm at, again, yes, they do the IT work there. We've got a lot of Prusa printers now. I get them through Printed Solid because it's US based company, so it's easier to get that way. But we get our Prusas through them. We've got 3 Mark IVs, 2 minis, 2 Mark III, Mark III S pluses. Then we've got an old Ultimaker S5, and there's one other. It's a Da Vinci something. It's an older Da Vinci. It's just they're there. They use them when they use them. For the most part, they use the Prusas for pretty much everything anymore. The hope is to get a couple of the Core 1s next go around. I'm hoping to get some Core 1s so we can have some decent little enclosed printers. And then if there's ever a hit to the budget where we can spend a little more money, or I shouldn't say a hit, but a surplus of money in the budget where we can spend a little bit more, then I'm hoping to grab an XL for the high school side, not so much for the junior high. But I think it'd be kind of cool if we could get some Core 1s and then take the Mark IVs out of the high school and move those into the STEM class and take the old Mark III S pluses out of service, so to speak. Kind of take those and move them out and just have the 3 Mark IVs and a mini in the junior high, and then have possibly the 2 core 1s if I can get 2 of them. I'd like to get 3, to be honest with you, and then take that old Da Vinci out of play as well. So that would be cool. Is it Nura? You just got a Cheat Q1 Pro for free, or gave me a gift card that would work anywhere but Amazon, or anywhere but Amazon. Nice. Well, congratulations, man. Welcome. I say man, I don't mean man as in assuming one's gender, just man as in the general term that I grew up using. So I'm hoping that you're not offended by that. Tyler West, it's good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. You just bought a DTF printer. Direct to fabric. Direct to fabric, people. Direct to fabric. Get your minds out of the gutter. Like old mountain man. Big bushy beard. Hey, another bearded man to join the crew. I told you that bearded guys like this stream. I got the ugliest one here, so y'all feel so much better about yourself. Direct to fill. Oh, direct to filament? Oh, direct to film. Ah, I was thinking direct to fabric, like printer for shirts. So I was say you can make me shirts. But if you're doing film, you know, tis what it is, my man. It's a PTFE film essentially, and yeah, that's what it's for. Well, see, look, there you go. Oh, for doing heat transfers, yeah. See, so that you could make me some sweet MakerMind Nexus shirts or like films and stuff to put on shirts. But dude, that's pretty awesome. Can't wait to see what you make. Hopefully, you start posting some shit somewhere. Haven't seen Tyler West posting lately. He's been a busy guy. Science Sniper, I just missed something. Let me back up and see what's going on here. Science Sniper, like I said, send them an email, bud. I told you this earlier. I'm not trying to sound like I'm being rude or being short, but I did tell you earlier. It's support@polymaker.com. Send them an email just explaining the project to them and let them know what you're doing. Let them know who you're currently partnering with, and they'll either reach out to you or they won't. That's what you do. That's how I got in touch with Polymaker originally, was support@polymaker.com. Told them this is what I'm trying to do. Could you please put me in touch with the right person? And you wait for that person to get in touch with you. That's all you got to do, my man. That's all you got to do. Just send emails. I send probably 20 emails a month to random companies asking them if there's anything that they might be interested in partnering with me on. Some companies will get back to me, and most of them go unread. Like, no joke. I send probably 20 emails a month to different companies about different things that they've got, asking if there's anything that they might think that, anything that they think we could be a good match, like we being this face, could be a good match for. And then I usually get no responses. I this is probably the one thing I preach the most to everyone is when you want to work with somebody, you reach out to them, find a contact, like a contact email. Usually on their website they have one. You send them an email saying, this is what I'm looking to do, this is who I am, here's where you can find me. And then if they don't get back to you, they don't get back to you. They have the right to ignore you or say no, man. You're asking them for something, it's not the other way around. So, and that's the thing. You say, well, I'm not sure, I've never seen this done before. Like, there are variables that just cannot be calculated. But what you can do is just say, because this has never been done before, I don't know how much it's going to take. Is there something that maybe I can start with, this much to get started, and then from there, as needed, I can just request more, or something along those lines. Send some photos. Barely post on social anymore. Yeah, it's understood, man. I get it. Oh, I got some photos now. Look at this. Mr. West sent me some photos. I'm not showing you guys though. Pretty sweet looking Camaro photos on a shirt. And then what do you got printing here? See, that's looking pretty badass. I'm liking it. You hear the kiddos. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. Wilford. Sponsorship on their page. Yeah, click on it, my man. Just click on that and just send them the, when it says how much are you looking for, you just tell them. By the way, Jeff, thank you for sending that to Wilford. Greatly appreciated. Stepping away, but you'd be lurking like Creeper, Christmas or Merry Christmas. Hey, bearded printer, dude, do your thing, have fun, enjoy. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so fill out the information about the sponsorship, and where it says how many kilograms do you need, explain the project to them and let them know that it's going to be an ongoing project and that you're probably going to need X amount to start, but there's most likely going to need to be more need to be more along the way, and if they'd be willing to join in. Speaking of joining in, if you haven't joined in for the giveaway, we're doing it here pretty quick. We're going to be giving away roll number 7. Roll number 7. So, if you would please click that link if you haven't already. Get yourselves entered. I'm going to go bring up the form, grab them out of there. Should see if Polymaker will donate me filament for making woggles for the scouts. Doesn't hurt to ask. Go fill out the same sponsorship link on the page that Science Sniper is currently filling out. Let them know roughly what you need, or give them an idea of what you're doing and see what happens. You know what I mean? Besides, you might win some filament here tonight. Could very well win some filament here tonight. All right, well, let's see here. I want to make sure that I see some people are entering way too many times. Tisk, tisk, stop that. Now I have to go through and clean it up real quick. So buys you guys a few more minutes while I remove out the extras that are showing up. The extras are showing up too near the end. So like there are new people popping in. Guys, only enter once. You only enter once. Then you make me have to do all this extra work. Okay. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab the list now. See if you guys can win some filament. Copy. Come back here. I didn't lock it to 1 per entry per form. You sure? Because I could have swore I had that checked, but I'll have to go back and look again. Hinksy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nonprofits in your youth always need free stuff. Yes. Yes, they do. Never enough filament, no matter how much it's sorted. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch behind me, and I need to start using that all up so I can get some fresh stuff in here, you know. Hit up Polymaker and ask him to send me a pallet to have on the wall. Yeah, pallet of everything. Just send me a pallet. I don't have that kind of pull. Trust me, I don't have that kind of pull. You can enter again? Okay, well, please don't. Just enter once. Please and thank you. Let me go ahead and drop the names in here. Let's jump over here. Control B, paste them all in. There we go. We're up to 50 entrants. 50. We got 214 views. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours, guys. I think what we're going to do, let me go look at the form. Let me just take a quick peek at the form and see where we're at. Has anybody new popped in? No. Okay. What do you guys think? Should we do 2 rolls this time? I think we should do 2 rolls. We're at 3.5 hours right now that I've been streaming. 2.5 hours for this stream, this stream alone. So, what do you guys think? Should we do 2? Should we do 2? Somebody throw a number in chat. Yes, 2. All right, throw me a number for shuffles in chat. Braxton says 2. 1, 2. All right, and go. The first winner is hey, it's Tor. Tor, you didn't win yet, right? Pretty sure you did not. Let's go double check. Let's go ahead and pull Tor off the list now, since he's not going to win again anyway. But he's number 7, so let me go find Tor. Yeah, Tor, you did not win yet, but now you have. You are lucky number 7. Winner 7. All right, let's do another roll. Let's do another roll. Tor, since you won, throw a number at me, my man. Give me a number. Try and make it a reasonable number. I don't want to be clicking for days. Throw me a number. You're the winner. You give me a number. Red light says 2. I think Tor's not going to pick 2, though. Let him Tor pick. Is Tor still here? Where'd Tor go? Tor was just here. I think Tor was here. If Tor's not here, then we're going to use red light's number. 2 again. Oh, no, that's right. Tor said he had to go, didn't he? Never mind. That's right. Tor's not here. I said I was going to use red light's number. We'll pick another number. We'll let somebody pick for the next roll. Hold on. Ready? 1, 2, and here we go. Spin again. And then I think after this, I'll check the list and we'll see if there's anybody new in there. If there's not, maybe we'll give away another roll. Uh-oh. 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 Maker Viking. Sorry, Jeremy. Maker Viking eked you out there just a bit. All right. So, Maker Viking, let's go find you on the list. Where is the Maker Viking? The Viking of Makers. Where's he at? Or did he win already? Don't believe he did. Maker Viking. No, he did not. There we go. Winner number 8. Winner 8. All right. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and remove Maker Viking from the list. The list hasn't updated. So, no, there's no new updates. The last person in the list is the last person on the page. So, what do you think? Should we do another roll? Should we do another roll? Matt German's here. Oh, Matt German, you better hurry up and enter. We'll do another roll. We'll do another roll. Matt German's got to get entered because if I do give away filament and he's not on the list, it's going to be a bad day for everyone. Oh, man. Wait, is Matt German in here under a different name? Matt German? Matt German, are you sneaking in? Are you trying to stack the deck in your favor, buddy? Hinksy just signed in. Okay, good. We'll give it a few. We'll give it 4 minutes. 4 minutes. He gets cranky when that happens. Yes, he does. All right, you got 4 minutes, everybody. 4 minutes, and we're going to go ahead and give away another one. We're gonna speed these up because it's getting, like I said, I got 3.5 hours in. I got 2.5 hours of official stream with, another hour of pre-stream, and at this point, my couch is looking very comfortable. So I'm thinking nap time and check on the family, and yeah, thinking it's about that time. It's a lot of don't have to, so don't want to. You need some more spools to finish your Ender NG build. Well, fingers crossed. Science Sniper, you're just typing a bunch of numbers from 240 down. Oh, just push print. Are you being shady? I'll take one off of there once I verify the other one. Give me a second. Yep, I see it. I don't know how you got in there, but we're taking it out. Let's go ahead and delete that row. I'm looking. I'm going to see if I can find anybody else that doubled up. I'm going kind of quick, so maybe I'm overlooking things. Okay, Matt German's in the list now. All right, let's see. We got 1 more minute, and then I'm going to pull the list. So if you haven't gotten in, click the link in the pinned in chat. Get yourself filled out. You got 1 more minute, and I'm copying that list as it is, and we're putting it in there. And then we're running it again. So, which board? No board. Spools of filament. Polymaker. Could use some more spools because hoarding. Yeah. You're a monster letting me on the list. I could delete you, Matt German, but that wouldn't be fun. It's more fun to put you on the list and then have everybody get mad if you win. Oh, the one with the EMMC. Hold on, what did I miss? What did I miss? Hold on. What did I miss? What about the La Frite? The La Frite is nice. The La Potato is good. I do like my Solitude and my Alta boards. They are definitely a little more high powered. I actually am hoping that I will be getting the compute module versions. Okay, we're at 4:24. Got one minute. I think I was off on my count. Really good. 1 minute now. Like 4:25. 1 minute. There we go. All right. I'm pulling the list. I'm pulling the list as it is. I'll put you guys on the list, and then right click copy. Come back over here now. Let's minimize this. Let's clear the list. Paste in the new one. There we go. All right, new list is pasted. Matt German is the last person that was on the list. Kind of giving it a quick eyeball. All right, I don't see any extras. We have 8 winners so far. Stephen Poole, Merry Christmas. We're getting ready to spin for a roll of filament, Stephen Poole. If you haven't gotten entered on the list, get entered on the list. I'll buy you some time. I'll do this. Ready? We're gonna put Stephen Poole on the list. So we'll hit enter. Stephen Poole. Where Stephen Poole's on the list now. I know he wants to get involved. So Stephen Poole, just fill out the form for now while I'm rolling, since you said something in chat and I saw you and I know you're not on the list yet. So go ahead and get yourself on the list, guys. Since nobody has done any like super chats or anything like that lately, first person to give me a number in chat. Six. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Here we go. Ready? Let's spin and see what happens. Here we go. Who is going to be the winner of the next roll of filament? From Polymaker. Filament Vic, you can't win twice. Filament Vic, you can't win twice. Did you win already, right? Whoops, wrong screen. There we go. I think Filament Vic, didn't you win once already? Thought I had you in there as a winner. I guess I did not. I guess you can win, Filament Vic, because you did not win yet. Yeah, you did not win. All right, Filament Vic wins. All right, here we go. Winner number 8. That's number 9. Winner 9. Let me count my numbers here. 1. Whoops. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yep. There's 9 rolls of filament, 9 results over here. We are at 9. So there's only 1 roll left to give away, guys. So do I give that roll away and let you guys get back to your families, or do I make you wait like 20 more minutes? Do we do the giveaway in like 20 more minutes? I kind of want to get inside with my family. It is a holiday. I'd like to spend some time with them, even if they are snoring. Cuddle with my puppies. So what do you think? Should we just give it away? Roll it. Pull the lever, crunk. The lever. 3 hours is a marathon. Well, we're at 3 hours, almost 4 hours. We're 20 minutes away. Ho, 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 let's go. All right, let me just make sure nobody else has entered the form. Let me just make sure there's nobody else new. Let's make sure that Stephen Poole is the last one, and he is. Matt German was right before him. So Matt German and Stephen Poole are the last 2. So, the eggnog and the rum is calling, though. Yes, there's my wife. Hi, honey. We're getting ready to give away the last roll of filament, and then I'm coming in the house to see you and the puppies. Yes. However, honey, just so you know, your favoritist of all people is right there. Yeah. Do you see that? He's right there. Look, everybody's saying hi to you, honey. You know, come out and say hi to them when we give away. You can come out and spin the wheel for the last roll if you want to come out. I have everybody in the list. You just have to come out. They'll give us a number. We'll shuffle it that many times, and then you click the center of the wheel, and it goes. Do you want to come out and do that? Come out and say hi to everybody on Christmas? You're probably tired, so you probably don't want to. You're probably comfortable with the puppies, so you probably don't want to come out. But if you do, you can come out and you can give away the last roll of filament. You like to do the giveaways, so I'm just wondering. I'm giving you the option. Jeff says to come say hi. You want to come out and say hi? I know Marcel will never say no to seeing his favoriteest person in the entire world. So Off Axis is always down for a visit from Mrs. DB3D, aka Mrs. MakerMind Nexus, aka Mrs. Dan, aka Dan's beautiful, loving wife. Oh, she's calling me. Uh-oh. Yes, dear.
We're pedaling. I'm tired.
Okay, well, I put you on speaker so the internet can hear you.
Well, they are all wonderful. You're the annoying one.
Okay, well, they're currently saying that we can't spin it till you come out. I didn't say it. They just did. Look in chat. I didn't say it. They did.
Everyone's going to be waiting a while because I'm eating taco meat cheese like a fatty. And
Wait.
sitting here with my kid.
Wait a minute. Did you just tell me that there's still taco meat left?
Oh, there's not. Jackson just brought it home and me and Jacqueline are eating it.
Oh. Well.
She didn't bring very much home, but the rest of it I'm totally eating right now.
Okay. Well, I'm just letting you know that they are seriously wanting you to come say hi. Like, right now, Jeff,
I don't want to.
Jeff just said, please, Sam.
Is that not a good enough excuse? Like, I would really want to see everybody, but I just don't want to.
Science Sniper says please too. It is Christmas.
Tomorrow is Christmas. You want me to come out tomorrow? I'll come out hippity-boppity like freaking Santa's little elf.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
They're all wonderful. But
They just want you to come out here and click the wheel. That's all you'd have to do. You come out.
And I would really like to know why we like 360. I'm trying to locate Jacqueline's phone so we can make sure it's not in my mom's car and we didn't lose it. It says she can't be located.
Because
she doesn't have her stupid freaking battery saver or whatever on like I do.
No, because her phone's probably dead because she doesn't charge it and she plays her game all day until the battery's almost dead.
74% big mouth. You should check before you talk.
I wasn't looking because these guys are saying that you need to come out here. So just come out here, please. Thank you. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.
Okay. I begged and pleaded. You heard me whine like a baby to get my loving wife out here. Let me make sure I've got the list updated. Get your names on the list because I'm going to turn it off now. Stephen Poole, you're the last one there. I'm going to give it till she walks out the door, and then I'm going to disable it so it can no longer accept. I'm going to make it so it can no longer accept responses. So if you want to get on the list, now is your time. Okay, I'm making sure. Kenneth Davis, you just got in there. Let's go ahead and update the list real quick. That way it's ready to go so Mama don't have to be out here much longer than she needs to. If somebody new pops in, we'll just grab that person and put them in the list. So we're going to go ahead and wipe the list out here. Let's delete everybody out of the list. Deleting the list. Right click and paste it in. Boom. The list is updated as of right now. Kenneth Davis, you are the last person on the list. There we go. You guys saw that. The list is updated. You're all on the naughty list now. Yeah, you guys did this. So if Santa doesn't bring you anything, know it's because you guys all pushed for this, and you made her have to come outside. So, but yes, I'm gonna move my microphone. I'm gonna leave my microphone there because then hopefully she's less likely to knock it down. Yes, but I'm waiting. She should be out in a minute. So probably got to put on her shoes. I hope she's not trying to bring the puppies out with her, because if she does, that's going to be really crowded in here. So, but Mama's going to do what Mama's going to do. We get her out here, right? Okay. I think she's coming. Mm-hmm.
You do know that every time you guys make it down here, I've literally just woken up.
I know. I'm going to go ahead now, and she's here. I told you guys as soon as she got out here, we were going to go ahead. Oh, puppies are required. Sorry, we didn't bring the puppies.
I'm going back. back in a little
You don't have to go get the puppies. You don't have to get the puppies.
They're
It's okay.
being bad.
They want to see you anyway. So give me just a second to turn this off.
They're trying to eat your candy.
They're trying to eat my M&Ms. Little brats. Okay. Accepting responses is now turned off and saved.
What if somebody else wanted to get in on this?
I told them as soon as you came out here, we were turning it off. Now I got to go verify real quick and make sure that the last person.
Pick people?
Yes, you get to spin. You'll get to pick. You'll get to pick.
Is it just based on who I like?
No, it's not based on who you like because you'll give it to Marcel every time.
That was rude. Don't call me out on that or nothing.
Oh, they already know. They already know. So, let's see here. Kenneth Davis.
Shut up and eat it.
You were the last one in. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and minimize this.
The future winner, I'm predicting.
Okay, I'm going to turn. Sit down. I'm going to tell you what to do.
My pocket.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what to do, okay?
I don't like this idea. I don't know
No,
what to do.
it's easy. You ask the chat. Let me get the microphone out here so they can hear you. No, I just put the mic here. Right
You
here.
talk, I push a button. Let's go.
Okay, well, we just need to ask the chat. So we're going to ask the chat. We're going to say that they don't do it yet, guys. Give me a minute. I'm explaining. Okay, I'm going to ask the chat to give me a number. They're going to give me a number. That's how many times you click the shuffle button up there. See where it says shuffle? You'll click the shuffle button that many times. Okay, and then once you click the shuffle button, after that, then just point the mouse to the center of the wheel and click again. And then whoever wins the last roll.
I'm going to keep shuffling.
And so far, you got people who aren't listening because they're already putting numbers in. But I'm going to ask, and then the number that pops up after I ask, that will be the number you pick, okay? So here we go. Ready? Guys, give us the shuffle number.
They just did 5.
No. Now, whatever number comes up, there it is. Now it's 5.
It's
See,
5.
Nate came up, and then so cool. Nate and Hinky, and then...
Hey, I know that person's name.
Who? Nate?
Nope.
Hinksy?
Nope.
Stephen Poole?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Stephen Poole.
I don't know why I know the person.
Okay, well, you got to do 5. So take the mouse, pull it across to that screen. There it is, right there. Now click shuffle 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now just put the mouse anywhere on the wheel and click again.
Okay, I don't want to feel bad for making something lose.
Well, you're going to make a bunch of people lose.
No, they're all
Only
gonna
one
win.
person's going to win.
I'm going to give them each something.
No, we're not. We don't have nothing to give.
Oh, I tried. Sorry.
You thought it was going to be old curmudgeon, and it's Brian Farmer. Congratulations, Mr. Farmer. You are the winner of the final roll of filament and the 10 rolls.
Who's that?
Brian Farmer. I know him as Brian Farmer.
I don't look
Brian
confused.
Farmer.
Taco meat and cheese.
All right. Wrong lever, says Captain. But yes. So congratulations, Brian. You are the final winner. That's 10 rolls of filament. I will work on getting the codes and getting them sent to you guys here sometime this evening or tomorrow on Christmas Day while I'm not with family. I will get those and get them to you.
I need a favor.
I know what you need. You need me to go get you a fountain pop from the gas station.
And a pop for Jacqueline, too.
And a pop for Jacqueline?
Yeah.
Do we have that kind of monies?
I do. I got $18.
Ooh, Mama's loaded. Mama's
my PayPal account. It's
Mama.
from playing games.
Mama's buying me a fountain pop too.
I'm buying you shit.
Hey, if I got to drive to the gas station, the least you can do is buy me a pop.
Mr. Magoo, go fix my car. I'll drive my own self.
It's going to take some work that I can't do on a Christmas.
I see them parts are still sitting in my living room.
Sam's having carb-free tacos to save time or save room for the Christmas cookies. Yes, we're all doing that right now.
That's not why I'm eating that.
I know, it's just because she doesn't like shells. She likes meat and cheese.
I tried to make you win, old curmudgeon, but Dan is a stickler for rules. Didn't let me do it.
I can't give away more. Polymaker said only 10, and they're not here to change the rules, so I can't change them because it's not our money. We don't have money.
Filament somewhere?
No.
I'll give away some of your shit.
No.
What do you want to give away?
Okay, so who won last? Brian Farmer. Let's go find Brian on the list. Right here. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Can you do me a favor? I'll do it.
I'm going to do it.
Winner. You're eating. I don't want to interrupt you.
Lies.
Because I love you. There. Winner number 10. So there's my 10 winners listed. There they are. In all of their glory.
Who dares? See one.
Who are the winners? You've got Bearded Bucket.
Cool.
Da Vinci.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's go down the line in order.
Just tell me. I don't need to know what order.
Okay, it was
Who's Will?
fine. Will. Will is Will. That's his name, Will.
Filament something.
Then you got Filament Vic, Will. And then you come down here, and then you've got
Below that, Brian Farmer.
Yeah,
Brian
Brian
Farmer.
Farmer.
That person win.
Then you got Bearded Printer.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Tor. Roger.
Tanner
and
3D.
Tanner 3D. You know Tanner 3D.
I don't.
Yes, you do. He's my 3D printing country song friend. Country singer friend.
Mm.
Yes. Rebuilding a transmission is only... Oh, in the only bathtub. No, I got a couple of wheel bearings I got to replace. Or a wheel bearing for sure I have to replace. So.
Is that Shane Chain?
Yeah, that's Shane Chain. Yeah. That's Wisconsin Chain. Yeah. He's only known as Shane. He's never been known... Oh, that and Otter's Danger Den. I guess he's been known...
That's my point. That's why I asked who he was.
Yes, that's Otter. That's Shane from the Otter's Danger Den.
Hi, Shane. Am I breaking your leg yet?
No.
You want some taco meat?
I like that. Want some taco meat? Takes a big bite. See how nice she is?
Go with me, fountain pop.
Go get you a fountain pop. Oh.
I've shared. Go with me, fountain pop.
Isn't that nice? She gives me taco meat and then tells me to run away. All right, guys. Let me jump back to the big screen. I guess I could have put us on the big screen, but then she would have been in big view, and she doesn't like that. When she's in small view, she's happy. But like right now, she won't come over here.
No, I'm not doing that.
She can watch. Give me a kiss, I'll go get it.
You want to play games? You made me mad
See?
earlier.
I told you, she won't, not even like when she's in like big screen, she won't come in. But when we got like the little screens, she's content.
That's because I didn't know I was on there, thanks, but it's okay.
Sam said, here, have your treat. Then go fetch.
I did. He was mean to me earlier. I just want to point this out to the entire world. He was a complete crab ass and yelled at me in front of our children.
I didn't yell at her. I yelled at our children.
No, he yelled at me.
No.
And
No.
he's in trouble. So
No.
be happy he got to come out and play.
No. No, she was happy to get rid of me.
I really was.
She was
You
like,
pissed
go
me
away.
off.
Mm-hmm.
I love you very much, but you made me very mad. You were grouchy and you were messing it all up.
Yes, it was all me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, nobody else was being rude or inconsiderate. It was just me.
Yes, Dan was being a Scrooge.
There. Oh, here. Can you hold this? Thank you.
See, look. Oh no, I yelled at the kid today. Sorry. I did yell at a kid today, but that's because they were so good until they opened their gifts, and I said, "That's it. I'll throw them all in the garbage."
Yeah, it's amazing how they do that. You know, they're good, and then you
Like
give them gifts.
angelically good.
And then you give them gifts, and then all of a sudden, like, the monster comes out.
They don't know how to listen. They get confused.
My puppies tried to eat my M&Ms, guys. Santa brought me M&Ms. And for all of you non-believers, I can't believe you guys. Did you see that? Look,
What?
let me show you the form.
What did you do?
In the form I put, do you believe in Santa? And then I had, Santa! And then I had, no, you monster. And then I just had, yes. Tripod put, no. I'm going to out you guys right now
Don't
before I
you
end the
dare.
stream.
I cut myself.
Tripod said no. Red Light said no. Built Over Bought said no.
And you want me to like tell you what I think?
Jazzy said no. Our Tella
Okay, I gotta
said
go back
no.
inside because Jacqueline's going to
TJ
sleep,
said no.
and the dogs are running rampant through the house trying to.
Shane, can you believe that Shane said no?
Didn't I just say at least I cut off what I was saying? You just kept going.
I heard you. You have to go in because Jacqueline's going to
Before
sleep with her
that, I was
puppies.
to say, oh, and I said, shh, I didn't say their names because it's rude. Shut up, see you are, Scrooge. Quit telling every people business.
Can't believe you people give up on Santa Claus.
Just mad your head.
I'm going to go watch Red.
Bye, JB.
All right. All right. Love you guys. Have a good one. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of jail. Happy 3D printing. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year if I don't see you, but I probably will. And don't forget, tell Polymaker thank you for sponsoring this idiot and allowing me to give away 10 rolls of filament to you guys on this lovely Christmas Eve. You guys have a great evening. And there will be another stream coming up soon. So, 2025, more streams, more time. Gonna make things happen. Filament Vic, thank you for that. Thank you for gifting that on the way out. Bye, guys.